gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. As always, I have a juicy reading for you guys today, and the topic of today's reading will be what your next serious relationship will be like. We're going to get into the who, we're going to get into the what the relationship will be like, and then we're going to get into some channel messages as well as personality traits, characteristics, nationalities, what else we can get into. I'm going to be using the baggie that I use in the Who Has Their Eyes on You, and we get a lot of details from there. We get songs, we get characteristics, stuff like that, eye colors, stuff, just a little bit of everything. So we're going to be using that today to get into what your next relationship would be like. You're going to choose between the 3 images here. I wanted to do 4, but these got too long. I couldn't do it for today. So we have group 1, we have group 2, and then we have group 3. You're going to choose the energy, the picture, or the number 1 through 3 that calls out to you the most. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose image 1, the number 1, or the energy of group 1 in general, then welcome to your reading. If you can't hear the fan in the background, I apologize because like in the last video that I did, for whatever reason, it seemed like I was outside or something and there was wind flowing by, and I'm like, first of all, the speaker is away from the fan, and it's never happened in the reading before, so I don't know if that was like specific to that reading or something. I don't know, because it was about like how attractive are you based on society standards, and it's kind of like the air, all that, hot air in the background, all that noise in the background. That's literally what all that is. Like, how attractive are you based on society? Society is the background noise. We don't really care what they think. You don't determine how attractive people are in general, so I kind of feel like maybe that could have happened. It could be happening right now. I really don't know, because when I use my mic, people say it's too muffled. When I do this, there's always background noises because the mic on the phone picks up every little thing. So I'm kind of like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. So I'm just gonna stick with this option because I feel like my voice is at least clearer. You can still hear it. Okay. So today's reading, sorry about talking about the other reading. Today's reading is going to be about what is your next serious relationship going to be like? Who will it be with, and what will the relationship be like? Plus, we're going to get into the channel songs. If you were here for Who Has Their Eye on You, you know what I'm talking about, the channel songs. Or when I first started this channel, if you've been here since the beginning, then you know what I mean. Drop is there a firefly, a star in the comments if you've been here since those readings where I started off with music options and stuff like that. But channel songs and characteristics, we're going to be getting into all of that. So we're going to get straight into it, okay? What will your next serious relationship be like, and who will it be with? First and foremost, we're going to get into the who will it be with, okay? So if you chose group 1, already issues. I heard, when the cards act stupid like that, this person could be having maybe an identity crisis right now. Maybe they're in the middle of evolving, so they don't really know who they are. But maybe when you meet them, they have become someone new, which is why they're kind of like in the throes right now. So I'm going to be more clear. Please, Spirit, let us know who this person is going to be when our group 1s meet them. Not who they are now, who they're going to be when they're in this relationship, please. We got to get specific sometimes around here because they just be giving us a whole bunch of, okay? So please, Spirit, for my group 1s, please. Who will their next serious relationship be with? Who will their next serious relationship be with? Who is this person? And as I said, this person's going through a change. We have a shapeshifter. Oh my goodness. Okay. It just never fails. Like, you think that being a tarot reader, you would be used to like the synchronicities happening, and but I feel like there's always a little seed of, I'm not sure if this is going to resonate with everyone, or I'm not sure I'm getting the right messages. And then when things like this happen, it's like, stop doubting yourself. So maybe this person that you are manifesting, or this next serious relationship you're manifesting, is someone who doubts themselves. No matter how powerful they or amazing people tell them they are, they prove themselves to be time and time again. It's kind of like there's always a little seed of doubt. So maybe this person may need a little bit more reassurance, or words of affirmation, I should say. So here we have trickster. Yeah, we have shapeshift and we have trickster. This person is like forever changing and evolving. I kind of feel like I'm hearing what you see is not what you get. So I kind of feel like if you see someone, you see them, they have RBF, for example. They are the nicest person ever. They just have RBF, and they look mean, but then when you like talk to them, they have the biggest smile ever. Their energy is so warm and welcoming, it envelopes you in warmth and, stuff like that. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. Or you see someone and they dress like more grunge, or they dress more bad boy-y, and you think, oh my gosh, this person's danger. And they're not. They're really the nicest person ever. Their aesthetic just gives you the wrong impression, I should say. So it's like this person transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. This person may like to go around and confuse people. You know, this person, their aesthetic is like, more dark, but their energy is warm. And it's just like the people who are going to stick around and actually care to get to know me are the ones who's going to find out, It's like the whole F around and find out kind of thing. Now, here we have the blank. And if you've been on my channel for a minute now, whenever I get a blank card, it means this person is still figuring out who they become. And they may become an entirely different person by being with you. There's growth here with this person, ever changing. Okay, shapeshifter. So can I get one more card, please? We have, oh my gosh, I know you guys are not, I know you're seeing this right now. How many blank cards are this? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are you serious right now? I'll take the one that has a trait. So like I said, this person is really changing. They are, like I said in the beginning, going through a transition or a transformation. So by the time you meet them, they may be a completely different person. Maybe this is someone who has always wanted to dress a certain kind of way or act a certain kind of way, but they never felt comfortable enough to do it. Wear revealing clothes, or wear, more grunge clothes, or wear clothes that may not be societally acceptable, which is why that whole about the video came through last time, where society just background noise. They can't tell you how good you look or not, because what they think is beautiful, someone else would think is not beautiful, and what they think is not beautiful, someone else could think is gorgeous. So it really just depends. All that society standards, whatever, is background noise, and this person could be figuring that out now, which is why I kind of mentioned it in the beginning of the reading. So I'm like, why is another reading coming through this one? But it was just like for the background noise. But it's like that could definitely be playing a part as well here. Whether you're hearing the background noise or not, this person could have a problem people pleasing or believing how worthy they really are of love, or how beautiful, gorgeous, talented, all those kinds of things they are. They could have a problem discovering that about themselves or believing it about themselves. So they tend to listen to the background noise in their head. This person could definitely deal with a lot of anxiety, or like overthinking, anxious thoughts, negative, intrusive thoughts, that kind of vibe. Things they don't really want to hear, but their mind is always playing tricks on them, is the vibe that's coming through. And this person is trying to overcome that, because underneath all of that, they're really just an amazing person. I can already tell right off the bat. So if you encounter any of those, just stick it out, because I think this person is definitely worth it, okay? But I'm also going to get some cards from the tarot, first of all, for who this person is too, and then clear this out. Okay, look, we have the Sun and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so they're definitely warmth, okay? They're motherly, they're very fertile, they're very abundant. They have like I'm hearing a wounded inner child, or they could be in the process of mothering their inner child with the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles coming out. And I felt really called specifically to this deck. I had another deck prepared for this reading, but my mind kept saying this one. I kept thinking of this one, wanting to use this one. I feel like I get really clear messages when I use this one, and maybe I needed the clearest messages. So, there's specific decks. If you're a reader, you know that you may love all of your decks, maybe not equally, but you love all of them because you bought them for a reason, you felt called to them. But there's some that give you more trouble to read than others. If you, like I said, you're a reader and this deck in the last reading that I did was just like so good, so I had to use it again. I don't even use it enough, but just by they're like, excuse me, we need to be heard right now, but yeah. And also, just a disclaimer, whenever I go on a tangent and start saying things, that could, or it always does, end up pertaining to the reading, so take that into consideration. And what was I talking about? Not feeling used, needing to be seen, getting clear and concise messages depending on the medium you're using, and if the medium in this deck, in this reading, is this deck. So I felt called to use this deck. Maybe this person doesn't get used often, doesn't date often, I'm hearing doesn't understand or know what consistency is. So they could have had a lot of fast relationships that burned out really quickly. They never really got to have a relationship maybe as well, because their inner child needed to heal a little bit more, or because this person is so nurturing and innocent, they get used and abused a lot, especially with the Samaritan coming through. There's something about them tricking people and shape-shifting and being maybe different people in different environments, so people are kind of confused as to who they really are. A little bit of like a hard to get to know mysterious air about this person, for sure. Where they may come off cold and mean, but they're really not, and that's something they may have to work on, you know, to come off more open and warm, the way the Queen of Pentacles is warm and the Sun is literal warmth. Okay, so now let me pull some cards from this deck. Sun's still at the bottom of the deck. So there's something like very childlike, innocent about this person. Like I said, they may come off mean and hard and, you know, cold, but they're not. They're really warm. So who is this person they're going to be in a serious relationship with? Please, Spirit, can you give me more information about this person for my group ones? Who's the next person they're going to be in a serious relationship with? There's something here about healing their chakras. Okay, because we have all the colors here. Okay, yeah. And yeah, this person's a lover, girl lover, boy lover, woman lover, man at heart. Okay, is what this Knight of Cups is giving me. They're very romantic. They're going to do a lot of romantic things for you. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. I'm hearing they could have come from a broken home. Just that, because this came out in reverse, but I felt called to, you know, put it up right. And then we have the freaking Emperor. Wow. That's that intimidating air they have. The Emperor energy coming through. Okay. Whew, let's get into it, guys. Once again, I'm sorry if you hear the fan in the background. I have an inkling that you probably can't hear it, and for me to get up and take it off is going to be a lot right now, so just hopefully bear with me. Okay, so shapeshifter, the skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, the ability to see potential in everything. Yeah, this person is constantly shifting through consciousness. Okay, so they're going from the 3D to the 5D to the 11th dimension. They're doing all of that. I'm hearing they are a astral traveler. If they don't know that, maybe they travel to different universes when they're sleeping. Or even in real life, this person, I feel like they daydream a lot, and they don't really know that while they're daydreaming, they're actually, like, you know, accessing different levels of consciousness, you know. I also think this person's able to be, it's giving code switching. They're able to be different people or shift into what they need in specific environments. If they have to be more quiet, they can be more quiet. If they have to be more loud, they can be more loud. I kind of feel like they, what's the word? It's not siphon. They adapt based on who they're around, I should say. That's the best way to say it. So, if, like I said, if they're with people who are more loud, they're going to be loud. If they're with people who are more intellectual, they're going to be more intellectual. If they're with people who's like more rowdy, they're going to be more rowdy. They're able to adapt to the energy of their surroundings, which is the shapeshifter. So sometimes they're going to be with people of a higher consciousness, and they have to be that person, you know, 7th dimension, 8th dimension, 11th dimension kind of stuff, 5th dimension and up. Now, they could end up being with maybe more lower vibrational people, and they may have a tendency to adapt to the environment they're in. So they may become more low vibrational when they're in a low vibrational environment. That kind of thing is what's coming through. And that's what shapeshifting literally is. How we have to put on, some people have to put on a specific voice or a specific persona at work. It's kind of giving me this person may have to be a professional at work, but they're not as professional or stuffy as they may seem. Because I'm seeing like a specific trend that was going around on Instagram for a little bit, or just social media, I should say, where people like who have to dress up in suits for work, or businesses hire for work, as soon as they leave work, they're taking off their clothes and they're in their wife beater for guys, or their hair is out and messy for girls, and they're bumping the most ghetto music you ever heard in your life. And as soon as they leave the job, because they have to be a specific way at work, but when they're on their own, they're not as stuffy and stuck up. They're more warm, open. I'm hearing, what's the word? Relatable. So if you meet this person in their work setting, just know that that's not who they really are. There's more to them, like I said, than that. So, trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. This person likes to be unpredictable. I'm hearing that song also by, I forget his name. I like us when we're unpredictable, 'cause that's when life feels so phenomenal. Is it Ollie Muir? Ollie Muir. And I think it's a girl who's singing the song with him. I like it when there's no one in in control, because we don't know which way it's gonna go. This person likes that. I guess if they're used to being in a very controlled environment at work, when they're not at work, they want to be as off the wall as possible. And I'm hearing that song by Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Dancing off the wall. So there's something about them, yeah, being very, like I said, not as they seem, okay? So like I said in the beginning, it doesn't even have to be they're in more grungy attire. They could be in business attire, and you think they're stuck up and serious, and they're really not, you know? So take it as it resonates for, I guess, who this person may end up being. Emperor, they don't like being told what to do. They're very hard-headed. They're very stubborn. They are very, what's the word? Independent. They're very, just not like being told what to do. Okay, defiant is the word I was looking for. Thank you. They're very defiant in that kind of way. They're the leader at all times. They don't want anyone to lead them, okay? I do feel like this person is a responsible person because they are in control at work. So it's giving CEO, it's giving finance bro, it's giving those people who have to be very in control at all times. And that's something they may have a hard time releasing when it comes to their one-on-one relationships, like, you know, family, you know, romance, that kind of thing. They have a hard time releasing that control because they're so used to needing it or wanting it, especially, like I said, if they came from an unstable household, you know, which is something that I did pick up on when this card came out in reverse. So they come from a broken home, unstable household, where they may have to, if this is a guy, they have to step up and be the man because their father wasn't there. Now they were stuck being the caretaker, caregiver to their siblings, whether they were female or male. They felt they had to take care of their mom, you know. And also to flip it for women, if this is a woman, they have to do the same thing. They have to step up and be the parent to the kids, the mother or father or whatever who was stuck with the kids was not able, I'm not saying stuck, I'm sorry. It's not a bad thing, but there's always a parent when there's a break who gets the kids more than the other parent, or the other parent is just gone, period. And there's a parent who's picking up all the slack. And then it's the oldest sibling. This is giving oldest sibling energy. Just putting that out there as well, since it came through. They have to step up and help their parent. So now they're stuck and used to always being the one in control. That's the vibe this person's giving, oldest sibling energy. They have to be the parent, the second parent anyway, you know? And they're still in that energy of, I have to take care of everyone. They may have even taken a job that makes them take on a lot of responsibility, you know? Ten of Pentacles, this is someone who is very stable, I would say, and it wouldn't make sense because they're an emperor. They got money, they got stability, they got their own house, they got their life in order. For the most part, I would say maybe they may be a little emotionally immature with Knight of Cups coming through, but they're very stable, grounded, secure, all of those things, okay? And then with the Wheel of Fortune here, is giving money bags, okay? Or they're destined to become very wealthy in their life, which is why we have Ten of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. You know, they're always at the top of the wheel. They're always ahead of the curve. They're always on top of their game, at the top of their class. This person could have been someone who was valedictorian, or I'm hearing cum laude or something like that, when you graduate with honors, that kind of vibe. This person was always had to be on their P's and Q's, essentially, which is why people who are at the bottom are always looking at them, but they're looking up to the clouds. It's kind of like I'm headed to the sky, can't even see down, you know? That's like a song by, it's Champion? Yes, the song is called Champion, and it's with Chris Brown. What's the name, how do the words go? Some people have to learn, some people wait their turn, some people, but not me, I was born a champion. Some people have to learn, some people wait their turn, some people, but not me, I was born a champion. Some people love to fight, some people risk their life, some people don't believe I was born a champion. That song. But he's like, I'm headed to the sky, can't even see down, in the song. So that's this person. They're too busy looking up, and achieving, you know, reaching for the stars, that the people who are at the bottom of the wheel, they're not even checking for them. So this person may have like a bit of a superiority complex, or I'm better than you, or they just have hold themselves to a high esteem. Doesn't even have to be they think they're better than everybody else, but they know they have to carry themselves in a certain way in specific environments and situations, okay? So Knight of Cups, very much an emotional she is giving the person who is mean and stern at work, and they're under, I'm hearing their, what is the word? Subordinates wouldn't think that they're like a big teddy bear when it comes to romance and love, but they really are. So it's kind of like those people who seem untouchable, they seem mean, they seem cold, you know, aloof, that kind of vibe. They see them, if their subordinates or employees were to see them outside with their wife, to see them being all cushy gushy and warm and loving and innocent and that kind of vibe, it's going to take the employees aback because they're used to them being a hard ass at work. But when they see them in a relationship, they become like a freaking cinnamon roll is the word. So this person's very much looking for love. I would say they're very much they're not where they want to be in their love life. This is what's coming through for me. They are where they want to be in career. They're not where they want to be in love. And that could be something they're trying to manifest. Someone who meets them on their level, you know? Even though they may have to mature a little bit on their level. Because the Knight of Cups is someone who's a hopeless romantic, who may be looking for that fairy tale, what is it called? Rom-com kind of love. And that's not always realistic. So they may have to kind of grow up emotionally, which is something that they could be trying to do when they meet you. This person could have been a Page of Cups. They fall in love easily. And I'm hearing that song, I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. It's like a very old-timey kind of song. I think it's by Chet Baker or something. But yeah, don't quote me on that. But I just know it's I fall in love too easily. This person could have had the tendency to fall in love too easily, fall too deep too fast. And then when they have that rude awakening, they're just left reeling. Because things go too, like I said, a bunch of short and fast, passionate relationships that don't last long. That's what this person or what they've experienced, you know? This being blank, they're still discovering a part of themselves. There could be a part of them that they don't even know that they haven't uncovered about themselves yet, or they are destined to uncover with you, because Wheel of Fortune is also fated. So this is someone who you may have been fated to meet, which is why all their other relationships did not work out, because you guys were destined to be with each other, okay? Now we have Samaritan, which is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. That's funny. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting with the whole oldest sibling. Me being an older sibling. That's how I'm saying we had no choice but to step up and help our parents, because we may not have wanted to. We may have wanted to be a child for a little bit longer, but we didn't have that luxury. We had to be the parent of the father, if the father was missing in the household, the dynamic, or the mother, if the mother was missing from the dynamic of the household. So it's kind of like we had no choice. That's why we have the son come out, and the Queen of Pentacles is this person's now mother and their inner child, because they didn't get to have the chance to be a child, you know? Who tried to get them? I understand that hardcore. Like, and even now when you're an adult, this person could also have a hard time being soft and being open, because they're so used to having to be responsible for everyone. You don't have the chance to be soft and taken care of when it comes to that, which is why they may have like been emotionally stunted, because when you're expected to be the grown-up, you didn't get a chance to experience all of the immaturity, and then you didn't get a chance to actually grow up and learn the lessons. It's just like you went from being an adult as a kid, and there's still that kid inside of you that has not grown up, which is why we have the Knight of Cups here. But this person is very much a good Samaritan. They help people they may not want to help, but they know their conscience can't leave someone in need, you know? They wouldn't be able to live with themselves. So just take that into consideration as well when you're dealing with this person. I'm getting a lot of, so Aries is Emperor energy. This person could be Aries. They're very rash, very impulsive. They're very spontaneous. They're very fun to be around. They're very sexy is what I'm hearing. The Emperor has this very much large and in charge allure about them, where it's like daddy energy, take care of me, you know, but also with the exciting air of Aries and Mars, you know. This person could also be very, like I said, brash, very to the point, that kind of thing. They don't mince words is what I'm hearing. Now the Ten of Pentacles is father or mother, depending on who their gender identity is, on what their gender identity is. This person's also hypnotic. They're hypnotizing. I'm hearing this beat is automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh, with my body so melodic. This beat goes right through my chest. What is it? Everybody want to step. This person could be a good dancer. They know how to move their body really well. If they're not a dancer, they can move their body really well, because that song is coming through by Sierra. And what we know about Sierra, she said, this beat is so melodic, this body is so melodic, this beat goes right through my chest. She's an amazing dancer, okay? She's sexy as heck, okay? This person could be sexy as heck with this Aries energy coming through, because Aries are already sexy, very commanding, okay? This person could also be very limber. They could do like trapeze or acrobatics or gymnastics or cheerleading, something like that, where they have to move their body a lot. This person could also like really close-up magic. They love the illusion of it all. They like to, like I said, come off as one thing, but they really are something else, you know? To trick people. It's kind of like a test, is what I'm hearing. They test people to see if you're willing to stick around, you know? And that's something that happens with people who've been abandoned. They like put their worst foot forward, and they figure if you're able or capable of dealing with this, you're capable of dealing with anything else I can throw your way. I'm kind of preparing you for the future, even though they're not that bad. Like, I don't know, this person thinks they're worse than they are. That they have that kind of complex. Okay, I think that's enough of being in this person's business. They could also live in the big city. I'm hearing, I work a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. And I never lost a minute of sleep. Oh, what the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning. Big wheel and the proud Mary keep on burning. And be rolling. That song is coming through, Proud Mary. This person could be a bit of like older than you, because we have those older songs. I fall in love too easily, I fall in love too fast. And then we have Proud Mary, and those are like older songs. So this person could be older. Oh, they like old time music, and they listen to old time music. They listen to new music. They listen to all kinds of stuff. Okay, but yeah, this person is like a very delicate, emotional body or system. They get maybe offended very easily, triggered very fast with the whole Emperor, wanting to always be in control. And any little time they feel themselves losing control, they get messy. It's the vibe that I'm getting with the Knight of Cups. But not too messy, because the Knight is not bad. A Knight is the one who's going to step up and be chivalrous and do things for you and get things done. It's not a page. They're more evolved than that. But they're not a King of Cups yet. You know, but just someone who's easily able to hide his emotions, kind of play you with you a little bit. This person's like very vulnerable. They want this love, so they're not going to play games when they have it, you know, which could come off as them being too full on in the beginning, like, which is why people may leave and it's always hot and fast, because they do too much too fast, and then this person ends up leaving them. It's just like they're back where they started, you know. So I'm gonna end that right there, okay? But these are like very stable cards coming through. The Emperor, always in control, okay? The person everybody comes to for help, the leader, very, like, you know, financially maybe well off or abundant. They have their life together financially, you know, job wise. Emotionally, they're still getting there. Mother, father energy. There's someone who's building generational wealth. They want generational wealth. They want the household dynamic. They do not want a broken home. They want to be the mother and father and have the kids and have the dogs, have the big house, have the kids, have the compound where they buy a big plot of land, and their kids could build houses all over the land, and we all just like very much stay together. They want a family unit. They don't want family everywhere and everywhere, you know. Or even if their family does go off and move, they want to have like a place where their family, mom, pop, kids, great-grandkids, grandkids can come back and have a home to stay on, you know? Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune is also the fixed sign, so it's giving Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. That could be coming through as well. They like that control. They're very stubborn, hard-headed. Emperor energy coming through again. But underneath it all, they're a really big teddy bear. That's all I can say. So now I want to get into what the relationship will be like with this person, okay? I feel like these cards will stay. I'm here to leave them. Oh, hold on. We got to get some cards from here for this person. This is like characteristics and stuff like that. A bunch of different stuff. These are still a lot, but we'll take them. We have green eyes. This person could have green eyes. This person could be a judge, which would make sense. They have like a very high official job. You know, they have to wear suits and uniform, that kind of vibe. We have amusing. This person's very amusing. They have a good sense of humor. We have religious. This person could be very religious. We have trustworthy. Love to see it. We have boyhood. Boyhood. I think that's what that says. Boyhood. That's what I said. This person says like a very boyish charm to them. I don't know where that came from, but why? Okay. We have Bring It On. This could also be a movie, if you guys know. I just put random things in here. I haven't seen some of these movies that I put in here. But we have Bring It On. This person doesn't back down from a challenge. We have Asian. This person could be Asian. An Asian with green eyes. What do you mean? Let me stop. That's cute. We have What Makes You Country by Luke Bryan. This person could be country or love country music. We have Never Learned How to Cope. That is that broken household, broken home thing. They never learned how to cope with their emotions because they were just thrown into or thrust. Love that word. Thrust into an adult position too young. They never got to really mature properly. So this person could potentially throw tantrums. Now we have Our Song by Anne Marie and Niall Horan. This person is very big on having a song as a couple. I'm getting the thing of like your wedding song. This person's thinking of the long term already with the 10 of Cups. I mean 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups as well. POV Ariana Grande. This person does like to see things from other point of views, which is that shapeshifter. They're able to shift from different point of views or consciousnesses really quickly or easily. We have I Got to Live by Sam Fisher. I'm hearing the song is like, one day I want to see 100 candles alight. I hope I don't go before it's my time, before I decide what to do with my life, because my mom will be sad and keep asking why. My wife would be mad because that's just what she's like. I hope that someone remembers me well, that my messed up story's a good one to tell. Don't get to decide, but if I did, I wouldn't die before I got to live. Ooh, ooh. That song, Before I Got to Live, this person could think about their what is it called, mortality a lot, and they hope they get to grow up and have kids and watch their kids grow up. They don't want to die before they got to live, you know. They want to see those 100 candles alight on a birthday cake, like he said in the song. Now we have Hurts by Tahiti 80. The song is coming through, but not all the way. We have Follow Your Arrow by Casey Musgraves. I love this song. So make lots of noise. Hey, kiss lots of boys. Hey, kiss lots of girls. If that's what you're into, when the straight and narrow gets a little too straight, roll up a joint or don't. Just follow your arrow wherever it points. Yeah, follow your arrow wherever it points. It's like, do what you do. Do what you do and love who you love, because you only get so many trips around the sun. Yeah, you only live once. So this person is very much big on their mortality. They want to do everything they can before life is over, you know. And the song is coming through again. I hope I don't go before it's my time, before I decide what I do with my life, you know. My mom will be sad and keep asking why. My wife will be mad because that's just what she's like, you know. But so this person is very conscious of their surroundings, very conscious of their mortality, and this person wants to be around for a while to live a full life. Now we have We're Good by Dua Lipa. I'm on an island, even when you're close, but can't break the silence. I'd rather be alone. So this person could have an ex that could be trying to come back into their life very often, and they're just trying to get rid of them, and they keep saying we're good. Let's say it like we should and say we're good. We're not meant to be like sleeping. Oh, hey. So let's at least agree to go our separate ways, you know? Yeah, they could be having a hard time breaking it off with the ex person, because this person is giving full package. So I wouldn't be surprised if people come back and wanting to be with them. Like, but they're like, no, you know? We have Play God by Katie Turner. This is a really good song. We have Wild Heart by the Vamps. This person does have a very wild, go with the flow, free spirit kind of energy when they're not having to be this very responsible person all the time. Here we have Funeral by Zara Larsson. Oh my freaking gosh, bro. Yes, this person's always thinking about them, like, not getting any younger. I'm getting too old. I'm ready to settle down. So this could definitely be someone who is older, who may want kids, who may want to be married, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting, so they could think they're so old. They may not be. They could be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and that's still young to have a family and have kids and, you know, experience all those things. They're like, oh my gosh, my time is running out. And they think about that a lot. But yeah, we're going to put these back and then get into what the relationship would be like. But there is something here about boyhood from the masculines, if you're watching for masculine, and like maybe girlhood if you're watching for feminine. Sacred rest, it's something about them having to deal with life. Like life was lifing for your people. So what I always do, since I'm remembering it right now, what I always do when we get a lot of songs in this reading, I like to make a playlist of the pile that I choose, or any reading where there's a lot of songs, I make a playlist and label it the title of the reading, Your Next Serious Relationship, and then I would make a playlist for myself on Spotify and listen to the music when I'm trying to attract this person. A little form of manifesting this person before they're even here, okay? So now I feel called to put these away. So I guess we got everything we needed to know from this person. And now we're going to get into what the relationship with them will be like. I just keep hearing, I hope I don't go before it's my time. Before I decide what I do with my life. That keeps coming to. So this person could be getting older and they're just worried about that. So what will this relationship be like, please? What will this relationship be like for my group ones, please, with this person? We got into the who. Now what will the relationship be like, please, Spirit? Oop, Five of Pentacles, coming home. Empress in reverse, very nurturing kind of energy. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is like no longer feeling on your own or left out in the dust. Maybe some of you could have resonated with what I said as well, coming from broken home and not wanting to relive that, not wanting to be lonely, wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to find love, that kind of vibe. We have the Three of Wands, a lot of traveling with this person or experiencing new things together, which the new thing could be your relationship, a stable, long-term one. Because people have been in relationships, but that doesn't mean they were stable long-term. You guys could both be experiencing a stable long-term relationship together. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, so it's gonna, I think it's gonna be move quite fast, especially because this person wants to settle down and have kids like now, that kind of vibe. So if they find you and you guys click very well, and you know, with that fate, destiny kind of vibe, this person could be waiting for that. They're waiting for their forever person to come in. As soon as they come in, straight for the races, you know, we're shooting off right now kind of vibe. Empress energy in reverse. I'm hearing it's not supposed to be in reverse, so I'm just gonna fix that. Very sweet, very nurturing, very caring. I feel like you guys will both care for each other a lot and do what needs to be done to heal the broken parts of the other person. Now, I'm not getting you want to heal them and da-da-da-da, but it's like if someone has boundaries, like I need to talk to you every few hours, or I need to talk to you every day, you guys are both going to be respectful of each other's boundaries and give each other what the other person needs, you know? Some people don't want to talk every day, but if you know you're with someone who needs to talk every day, you're going to be very compassionate towards that and give them what they need, you know? If you are someone who needs constant words of affirmation or a phone call every day, your person is going to be very, you know, giving, I should say, because the other word's not coming through. They're going to be very understanding when it comes to that and try to give you what you need. That's the vibe coming through for you guys. You're going to be able to try to give each other what the other person needs. So very considerate of the other's needs. This is going to be a very, I'm here out of the box. This is going to be a very out of the box kind of connection. It's going to be very strong, very passionate, very, you're trying new things. You're experiencing things in a relationship you haven't before. So like I said, some of you may have never had a relationship before, and you're experiencing all those milestones where it's like you date someone, they ask you to be their girlfriend, now you're official, then you move on, and after like a year or so you ask to ask you to get married, then you move on and move in with each other and have a wedding, and you're experiencing relationship milestones you never had before. 3-month anniversary, 1-month anniversary, 1-year anniversary, you know what I mean? Going on constant dates, talking all the time, experiencing a stable connection. I'm hearing, for once in my life, I found someone who needs me, someone I needed so long. So you found someone who needs you and you need them. Essentially, is what's coming through. Yeah, no longer feeling left out in the cold. You found your person. You found that warmth. Can I get a clarifier for the 5 of Pentacles universe, please? What will their next relationship be like with this person? Yep, 8 of Cups. So no longer having to walk away or get left behind is what I'm hearing. Maybe some of you have abandonment issues, or your person does. Both of you do. I heard both of you do have abandonment issues. And we have the Queen of Wands. Wow. Yeah, there's going to be like a lot of sexy energy between the two of you. I feel like both of you are quite attractive if we have the Empress and the Queen of Wands. Can I get a clarify for the 3 of Wands, please? Why is it here? 6 of Wands, victory. Exactly. 3 plus 3 is 6. So I feel like both of you are bringing your spontaneous, very carefree, you know, energy. Go with the flow, wanting to travel. Then we have Ace of Cups in reverse. Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse? And why are both of these cards in reverse? High Priestess. Interesting. I'm hearing something about your thoughts getting the better of you, your dark thoughts. Because the High Priestess, she is someone who's very intuitively gifted, but she also dwells in the dark. And you're letting your dark thoughts get a hold of you, and you're thinking it's your intuition is the vibe that's coming through. So it's like you're having a good, it's like you, okay, let me try to explain it properly. Sometimes we think the thoughts we get or the triggers we get from certain people we're dating is our intuition telling us they're not good for us, when it really is our intrusive thoughts telling us to run before we can get hurt, our abandonment issues coming out to play. Those kinds of things is not your intuition. So first of all, some of you need to learn, both of you, one of you need to learn the difference between your intuition and your anxiety, because your intuition tells you what's best for you. Your anxiety tells you all the worst things that could happen to protect you from things that haven't even happened yet, kind of thing, you know. The best way to explain anxiety would be for, if any of you haven't seen it already, the movie Inside Out 2. When I watched that movie, it was like the perfect, it's like putting anxiety on the screen and letting people who have never dealt with it or don't deal with it as severely as other people do, they get to understand what it's like to deal with anxiety, for like, you know. And it's kind of like I said, like your intuition knows what's best for you. Your higher self knows what's best for you. That's why we have this here. Your intrusive thoughts, your anxiety does not know what's best for you. They're trying to protect you from things that may not ever happen, or most of the time will not ever happen. Like, what if I'm walking off the train and somebody like pulls my pants down, so you wear your belt extra tight to the point you can't breathe because you're scared of someone pantsing you? That most likely will never happen, but your mind is telling you, put that belt as tight as you can because it might happen. And now you can't breathe and you're uncomfortable. Why live life uncomfortable when you can just live your life regularly? You know? Your intuition is like, it's not happening, but your intuition can be muted. That's something that could be coming through, or both of your intuitions are muted. But with the Empress and the state of Queen of Wands, there's something here about, and I want to say 8 of Wands. So it could be something, like I said, very fast about your connection. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, very fast and swift. I'm hearing whirlwind romance kind of vibe for both of you in this connection. It's going to be like a bit of a whirlwind romance where one sexy person meets another sexy person and you guys could be sexy together. But one of you definitely has more nurturing, sweet, warm energy, and then one of you has black cat energy. So it's giving golden retriever versus black cat, okay? Yeah, because this is like definitely giving the Queen of Wands is like, no one can have me. I'm a black cat. I only go after what I want, and I only submit, or I only date someone that I want to date. And the Empress just like giving love to everyone, which is a golden retriever. They're very friendly dogs. They're gonna come and lick you, and then move on to the next person, lick them as well. You know, this Queen of Wands is more so selective with their energy. They're very much more exclusive. no, what is the word? It could be, they're more VIP. Very important person. You can't, not everybody can have access to me, you know? That kind of vibe. This vibe that's coming through in this relationship here. So a caregiver, a golden retriever is attracting their black cat, whoever that energy may end up being, okay? Just to let you know, if it's a man and woman relationship, it's always better for the guy to be the golden retriever than the woman, because the woman needs to have that sex appeal to her that the guy needs to want her or love her more. Just say that. I feel to say that. So I'm saying it. If you're a guy watching, I'm sorry to put that narrative out there, but yeah, this is the times we live in. So it's like the whole, make sure that man love you more than you love him. Golden retriever, black cat. Just putting that out there, okay? Eight of Cups, no longer having people walk away from you. I said that already. Three of Cups, new horizons, exploring new relationship milestones that lead to success. Things, you know, once you've passed these things, you've surpassed the first date, the first sleepover, the waiting 3 dates or 3 weeks or however until you feel comfortable. You know, like when you tell this guy or this girl, I need to wait this long before I have any kind of intercourse with anyone, and they respect your boundaries. These things are going to keep, when these things happen, you know this person is in it for you. I would love for you, if you're going to be busy all day, we're supposed to be talking this day, tell me that I'm going to be busy so I know not to expect a text from you, so I'm not waiting around all day. And when they respect that, you know this is your person. They respect you not wanting to sleep with them on the first, second, third date. They respect those things. They bring you flowers, open your door, talk to you, you know, make you feel safe, that kind of vibe. Come to see you, make sure you come to see them, make sure you get home safe, that kind of vibe. Once you experience these milestones, that's when you know this is the person. Six of Wands, you found this person who is giving you all this attention, all this love. It's a success story, a victory, standing ovation. It's like, yes, this person keeps doing things that you've been asking for. It's like standing ovation. Clap for them real quick, you know? This Ace of Cups in reverse, I don't know what this means. Maybe you guys may both overcompensate with love. So you guys are both like overexpending yourself to make sure this person stays. Because this connection is so good, but you need to listen to your intuition when it tells you this person is not leaving, so you don't have to rush, okay? If you don't want to. If you guys both are on the same page about rushing, rush away. But if you're rushing and doing all these things and rushing into certain things because you're scared they're going to leave, that's your anxiety talking, not your intuition. Get it together. Stop, drop and roll. Let me stop. Stop, think about what you're doing, like do something else, think about something else, and then come back to that situation. If you're still feeling the same way, then maybe it is your intuition talking, or maybe, you know what I mean? Learn the difference between the two voices in your head. Now, Ace of Cups in reverse, like I said, it's like giving too much love to someone, but you're not filling up your own cup. So maybe you guys can get lost in a connection. You're going to get lost in a relationship where you're not trying to fully be this Empress energy to each other, and you're not making sure you're okay at all times, you know? So now I'm going to get some songs for you guys to see what the relationship will be like, or what this person may want to say to you, or what they're going to want to say to you, how they're going to feel about you, that kind of vibe. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of songs in here, plus some movies, so you may get some movies that may describe your relationship. Group 1, please. Group 1. What will their next serious relationship be like? Okay, that's enough. That is more than enough. Thank you. We have, when I tell you I was thinking of this freaking movie and it came out, that's crazy. I'm like, oh, there could be some movies in here as well, and this movie came to mind. I'm like, no problem. It came out. Wow. Okay, Princess and the Frog, Tiana and Naveen. Okay, this is some characteristics or themes that go along with that movie to give you maybe a vibe of your next relationship. We have friends to lovers, okay? We have enemies to lovers. We have hardworking individuals. We have root magic, dark magic. There could be some forces working against y'all. And I'm getting the vibe of this past person that came through briefly. Could be trying to work some dark magic on your person. So just, or the relationship in general. So just be cognizant of that. We have lost parent. Okay, broken home. We have opposites attract. Golden retriever, black cat. We have a hot hole. Someone who's very sexy but could be a little bit of an a-hole. That's the Emperor energy coming through. We have long journeys to getting to know each other. We have slow burn, suspense, bayou. Some of you could live in New Orleans. And we have beignets. Some of you could be a chef. They could be a chef. You could be a chef. Okay. The next song is Cigarette Break by Gavin James. We have So Innocent, but lies, they always hurt the most. when the truth gets bent. I'm trying to make some sense with all the words that you said. Was it all in my head? And all these emotions ruling my head, oh, the chorus. And I found a spark, and I've never seen a more beautiful thing. Could I be dreaming? We'll take it too far, because every word you say colors me in. Before we begin, say that we'll take, before it's too late, another cigarette break, something like that. And then we have all these emotions ruling my head. They won't let me sleep. They're keeping me awake from such a beautiful mistake. But I saw a spark, and I've never seen a more beautiful thing. I guess I was dreaming. We took it too far, because every word you said, you reeled me in when I was nothing. I guess it's too late. Oh, this bitter taste. I wanted to say bittersweet, and I think I said that in this reading already, if I'm not mistaken. And we have, but this bitter taste was just a cigarette break. Yeah, cigarette breaks are short and sweet, bittersweet, because cigarettes are not good for you, but the relief you get is, I guess, good. I've never had them, never will. But I guess people keep doing it because it becomes addictive. They're addicted to that energy. And with this whole cigarette break, like I said, this person has experienced a lot of short relationships, never a long-term relationship, and they're just like, this bitter taste was just a cigarette break, you know? But I love how innocent is coming through again. So innocent, but lies, they always hurt the most when the truth gets bent. I'm trying to make some sense with all the words you said. Was all in my head. So yeah, there is something here about overthinking, for sure, with this person or with you, whichever one. The next song we have is Be Careful, Cardi B. Interesting. The only man, baby, I adore. I gave you everything, what's mine is yours. I want you to live your life, of course, but I hope you get what you're dying for. Be careful with me. Do you know what you're doing? Whose feelings that you're hurting and bruising? You're going to gain the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you're losing? Be careful with me. Whew. Something about being taken advantage of, someone never seeing your full potential. This could be you or them, okay? This person's like, be careful with me, because I've been hurt a lot as well. I've been left a lot as well. And like I said, that could also pertain to you. You've been abandoned a lot as well. You've experienced short relationships as well. You need someone to be careful with you as well, which is why you have the Empress energy of you guys both taking care of each other. The last song we have is Tired of Being Alone. Oh my gosh, bro. These songs are going off, okay? I'm so tired of being alone. Okay, so we have, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of on my own. Won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can? People say that I found a way to make you say that you love me. Hey, baby, you didn't go for that. It's a natural fact that I want to come back, show you where it's at. Yo, some of you, I didn't want to say it, but I knew it was coming through a little bit. Some of you, this next serious relationship could be with someone you've been with before. Doesn't have to be an ex. Could have been someone you had a short fling with that didn't work out. Wrong place, wrong time. I'm right person, wrong time, whatever. And now when this person comes back, they've been thinking about you this whole time. And they're just like, this break we've had was just a short break. It wasn't meant to be forever kind of vibe. Just to give a different take on this. And then when this person comes back in, you're going to be like, be careful with me. Exactly. So some of you, that scenario resonates. Where this is a past person who's tired of being alone. Maybe they weren't ready to settle down before, and now they are. I feel like I need more songs. These songs are type ghetto. No, we need better songs, please, Spirit. Thank you. Can we have... What is this relationship going to be like for my group ones? For my group ones, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting an X vibe again. This song is very X-y. Okay. So If the World Was Ending by J.P. Saxe and Julia Michaels. It says, but if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? The sky would be falling and you'd hold me tight. No, there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over, right? Yeah, it's giving you left someone, broke up with them, left them in the past because they weren't ready to settle down and give you what you needed. And now they kind of are because they're tired of being alone. They realize that that's that destiny, that fate, that Wheel of Fortune energy coming through again. things coming back around with this person, but they've been peeking at you, but you've been too busy looking up, becoming successful, working, getting money, and this person's been looking at you the whole time, but you haven't been worried about them so much. And now they're coming back in because they want to be with you again, that kind of vibe. It's not going to resonate for everyone, because I wasn't getting that vibe heavy, but it could be for some of you. A relationship come back around, if that's something that you want, honestly, because this next serious relationship is going to be something you have to put work into, and you can't not want it if it's going to come back around. So it's giving you want this person, or you're at least willing to give them a chance, okay? And then you guys hit all these milestones in the relationship, and that could be why you have to use this intuition very wisely, because maybe you gave this person a lot of your energy before with the Ace of Cups in reverse, and they just like threw it back in your face, and you're kind of like, I'm not doing it again, and your intuition is telling you maybe to not do it or to do it. It just depends. Now the last song we have is The Break of Dawn. I love this song, Michael Jackson. We have I Don't Want the Sun to Shine, I Want to Make Love, Break of Dawn. Just as magic in your eyes and in my heart, just the break of dawn. I don't know what I'm gonna do, I can't stop loving you, break of dawn. I won't stop till the break of dawn, making love. Hold my hand, feel the sweat. Yes, you got me nervous yet. Let me groove, let me soothe. Let me take you on a cruise. There's imagination, I bet you never been there before. Okay, have you ever wanted to dream about these things you've never known? Yo, have you ever wanted to dream about these things you've never known? The relationship you've never known, the love you've never known. And I'm hearing, also, have you seen my childhood? Wow. And like I said, some boyhood came through. The sun, which is inner child energy, came through. That is a big thing here. Inner child, healing your inner child. But the have you ever wanted to dream about these things you've never known? I'm hearing to the childhood I've never known. Have you seen my childhood? By Michael Jackson again coming through. So he's asking people, have you seen my childhood? Have you seen what I've been through? And they make fun of me or they ridicule me for my love of such elementary things, you know? So this man was ridiculed when he basically had no childhood. He was thrown into the spotlight, thrust to the spotlight, to be a singer. He was beaten by his father, you know, used to make the whole family rich. And then when he moved away from them, he had society thinking he was weird because he was trying to, the whole thing we're trying to tell people to do now in the spiritual community, heal your inner child, is what he was trying to do. And he was called weird for it. He was called a predator for it. He was called that word for it. He was taken to court and bashed and bruised just for healing himself and building Neverland for himself. And y'all thought it was a breeding ground for bringing kids there. Like, it was just crazy what that man had to deal with in his life. And he's like, have you seen my childhood? Can you blame me for wanting to heal myself by being more childlike? No, you can't blame me. But society was just society. What was coming through in the beginning of the reading, society's always that background noise telling you what you're supposed to do. Like, F off, please. Your anxiety, you care what people have to say, being a people pleaser. No, live your life for you, please. We don't care what nobody got to say. Group ones, I wish your person so much healing, you so much healing, because this is just so rude. Like, I just can't. It just pisses me off when I think about what he had to deal with in his life. Some people just get a bad lease in life. But have you seen my childhood? I'm searching for the wonder in my youth, like magical stories to tell or dreams I would dare. Watch me fly. People say I'm not okay because I love such elementary things. People say I'm strange that way. Like, just a bunch of whole lot of. But I don't want to keep going on a tangent. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me with my email, the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose image 2, you chose number 2, or you chose the energy of group 2, welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be getting into what your next relationship will be like, your next serious relationship will be like, okay? We're going to get started with the who this person is. Then we're going to get into the what. So for the who this person is, archetype cards, then tarot cards as well. And then we're going to pull from that baggie that I used in my last reading for your who has their eye on you. We're going to get, you know, there's eye colors, there's personality traits, there's jobs, professions, songs, all kinds of stuff. Then we're going to move into what the relationship will be like. And at the end of the reading, we're pulling channeled songs for what this person may want to say to you, how they may feel, things you may need to know, what the relationship will also be like, that kind of vibe. So stick around if you're interested in that. Now, in my last reading as well, which is what how attractive are you based on societal standards, there was like a sound in the background that I turned out to be the fan, and it sounded like wind. It sounded like I was outside. I'm inside, guys, but if you hear the wind in the background, I'm so sorry. I use microphones and people complain that the sound is too muffled. I use my phone and the microphone picks up on any little sound, so you're hearing the little whoosh of the fan, and the fan is not even blowing that crazily. I can barely hear it. So the fact that it was so noticeable in the last reading was crazy to me. I'm like, what? The fan is all the way over there, okay? And the mic is all the way over here. So I don't know how it's picking up on it, but these phones shall hear every little thing, okay? And we know that. These phones hear everything, which is why when we talk about something, it shows up on social media or on our Google or whatever. You know, that kind of vibe. So already I'm getting vibes. This person could be a conspiracy theorist as well. Like, phones are listening, and it's not a conspiracy. When people think they're crazy, it's been proven too many times to count. Phones listen, or this person is a very good listener, okay? Things you tell them in the beginning of the relationship about your favorite color, favorite food, the kind of dates you want to go on, they're going to incorporate into every single piece of your relationship. You're going to feel so seen and so loved and so taken care of, essentially, because this person listens, then they execute. They want to know you, and then they want to, you know, make you feel like you're known. You know, to be known is to be loved, is to be known, is to be seen, is to be heard, is to be understood, taken care of, that kind of vibe. This person's already giving me that, okay? Before we even get into the reading, just me talking, okay? So, if you hear the fan, sorry. Let's get into it. Who is this person, please? Why is it the card just always doing that? Like, it could be just these cards, because please. Okay, who is this person that they're going to be in a relationship with? Here we have Judge, a good judge of character. This person could be, and then we have Gambler. Interesting, but it came out in reverse, so we'll see. This person could be a little bit judgmental of other people, which I mean most people kind of are, because the society we live in right now is very crazy. Like, one of my newer friends was telling me a story yesterday about how she was on the train and this guy, she was like rushing to get into the train, and I guess she passed him by, and like he almost didn't make the train, and he was threatening to beat her up. She's the smallest, little, cutest, petitest little girl ever. And he's saying, oh, you lucky you're around all these people, or I'll beat your ass. And I'm like, what? And the people on NPA just mind their business, not even helping her at all. I'm just like, girl. And she's scared, like he had something on him, but she didn't want to say anything. She was just like, okay, so I didn't even do anything. And this was 9 o'clock in the morning in New York City. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And then she messaged me again saying that she saw him again today. I'm like, girl, what a police up when you need them? They always ready to do something with them when you need them and never there. Sure, pissed me off. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, this person can be judgmental because society is crazy these days. You know, they don't let anybody close to them. They're very selective about who they allow in their life, that kind of vibe. Yeah. Because please, it's crazy out here. Anyway, be safe, guys, because please. Okay. Who is this person that my group 2 is going to be in the serious relationship with next? Somebody could live in New York City, okay, because that story came through. Or you just know society is crazy, for real, because they are, it is. The next serious relationship that my group 2s are going to be in, please. Who is this person? Ooh. This person could have destructive behavior. They could be a hothead the way the volcano was exploding. Okay. Why is one of these cards are always coming through? And I saw this card want to come out, but I put that whole stack back. So this card wanted to come out, the Engineer. And then we have a blank card. And this always gives me this person still discovering a part of their personality. Or like I said in group 1, this person's going to become a new person when they're with you. And I do feel like it's the more they get to know you. Because last time in group 1, it ended up here, and then there was another card here. This is like, and that was giving me this person becoming someone new before they meet you. Here, I really should write something on these cards because they're blank for me to make up something. And I'm just like, I don't want to make up anything. These cards give me intuitively that this person's going to become someone new while being in a relationship with you. So they may start off being a hothead. The more they get to know you, the more they're in a relationship with you, they become something else, okay? So just put whatever you may want that to be on your person. You know, a characteristic that may not be in this depth that you want in a person. Put it on there, okay? I just heard hopeless romantic. So some of you may want hopeless romantics. You may want a rom-com kind of story. At the bottom of the deck, though, we have pioneer. Or maybe you want someone who's a pioneer. You want someone who's very, I'm hearing forward. Someone who comes and chases you. You want I'm not an aggressor, but you want an initiator. You want a grown masculine energy to come in and sweep you off your feet. And that could be for my feminine energies watching, and it could be for the masculines as well, because my masculines always, not all of them want a feminine energy. Some of them want a masculine energy, you know? So for my masculines watching for masculines, you're wanting someone masculine. Feminines watching for masculines, you want someone masculine. My feminines watching for feminines, you may want someone masculine. And then my masculines watching for feminines, you can want someone masculine who shows that they want to be with you as well, okay? But the pioneer is passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, okay? So you kind of like a innovator kind of person who is following their dreams, ambitious is what I'm getting. You want someone who goes after what they want, whether it's you, a career, or something, okay? So now I want to get some tarot cards to give me more of a full picture of who this person is. For some of you, this person could be bald, okay? But they're very smart and very intelligent as well. Who is their person? Page of Swords. A very curious mind. Who is this person they're going to be in a serious relationship with? My group twos, please. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Communication is very, very important. They're very blunt, very straightforward. And that could be something you want in a partner. With the engineer, it's kind of giving me neurodivergent, neurospicy. They can't lie. They can't tell any untruths. They're going to be very straightforward. You're always going to know how they feel, whether it hurts you, you know, whether it's too blunt, whether it's too honest. You know, it's giving Aquarius a little bit as well. All the signs, I don't be lying, okay? I want to say Gemini, but they be lying sometimes. Aquariuses are very forthcoming, very straightforward. So are Virgo sometimes, and they're very judgmental as well. So we could have Virgo energy coming through. Virgo and Aquarius. So very mind-oriented, very airy. Very airy. Because I would say out of the earth signs, Virgo would be more air oriented because they are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is like very communicative, very analytical, there's a word that wants to come through and just left. How annoying. They're very logical, they're very technical, very mathematical. Their mind works like a machine, a computer essentially. And that's like what we think of when we think of the air. We think of communication, speaking, knowledge, power. So this person can think of knowledge as power. They're always learning things as well. And look at how it's like a cogs working in their mind. Like that's how they work. Their mind is like very, I think left brain is what it is. Left brain is more people who are logical, and right brain is people who are more creative, I think. Or flip and flop it how it's supposed to be. I know it's something for something, okay? The next person they're going to be in the... Oh, yep, they're intense. This person could be more quiet. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. No, let's keep it like that. This person's like more quiet. But not. I'm hearing it takes a bit for them to open up. Which is giving, like I said, neurodivergent. It's like, as someone who identifies that a little bit, like ADHD, that kind of thing, it's kind of like they're reserved until they get to know you. and then they're more comfortable with you. Like I said, they are very selective about who's in their life. They don't just, and it could be because they don't get along with everyone. They don't mesh well with everyone. Only specific people who may be like-minded like them, people who are also neurodivergent or ADHD, they get along best with. So they kind of like stay reserved until they realize or figure out if you can handle them. And then they kind of give you that more talkative, very smart, very factual, always dropping little things, you know. I'm hearing, did you know? It's giving Sheldon. Yes. It's giving Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. You guys are attracting a Sheldon. Where he's like, did you know? And then everybody in his life would just get so annoyed with him. And how he was like, so he thought he was smarter than everybody else. That kind of energy is giving that. And a very much intellectual, scientific, mathematical, engineering kind of person. They're very specific about how they do things. They can be someone who's very anal. Their toothbrush has to be on this side. Their thing has to be on that side. They have to sleep on this side of the bed every night. That kind of stuff. They have to fold their clothes in a specific kind of way. Eat food from left to right. Or eat the vegetables first, then eat the food, then eat the protein, then eat the starch. That kind of thing is very particular. I'm hearing, I've got particular taste. That's sung by, what's his name? Shawn Mendes. I've got particular taste. I'm so particular. I haven't heard that song in forever, but yeah, this person has particular taste. And then we have Six of Cups. Yeah, there's a little bit vibe of them always feeling uncomfortable, maybe in social situations. Like, because the Six of Cups in upright is always feeling comfortable, feeling like you can find friends wherever you go. This person can have a hard time making friends, which is why they have a small circle, or it takes them a minute to open up to people. Okay, so now that we have all the cards out, let me start reading. For Child Eternal, I want to say Eternal or Thermal. This person could work, like, definitely work in science or something. I'm hearing thermonuclear physics or something like that, and I don't even know what the hell that is. And I'm saying it like thermonuclear physics and what? And where did Sheldon and them work? They worked for NASA, did they not? They worked in, like, I remember entropy, when he was talking about entropy in one episode, and I was like, I know what that is. I learned that in chemistry. Like, I was so hyped when I was watching that show, and I actually understood what Sheldon was saying sometimes. I'm like, oh, I might be a little smart, you know what I mean? And that could be you when you're hanging out with this person. Like, they're usually speaking of things you don't know about at all, but the one time you know something, like, I actually know what you're talking about, and you kind of get excited to have a conversation with them. So this person may always seem like they're talking in big words. I'm hearing they talk in absolutes, and you're just like, huh? Nothing is certain. They're just like, yes, it is. Science proves that. Da, da, da. Very much young Sheldon and older Sheldon in the show. This person's giving very much that, okay? So that's not something you're too keen on, dealing with someone who may be, and it's not a know-it-all. Like I said, they work in absolutes. Like, I did the experiment, and it said it's true. That's it, you know? So it's like, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah. Entropy is like when something about chaos, and it's not the absence of chaos or something like that. I learned about that so long ago, child. But yeah, they use words like that and teach you things you never thought you would know and understand. This person could be into what is it called? Earth science as well, with the volcano coming through here. They're into the weather and stuff like that. But Child Eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. And I think I would say that was Sheldon as well. He stayed very wearing his comic book shirts. They were very much always in the comic book store, that kind of vibe. So you're grown, you're very smart, you're independent on your own, that kind of vibe. Have a really good job, get paid really well, but you're also still into comic books and still into Dungeons and Dragons, or you're still into video games and stuff like that. And you have like very nerdy friends. This is like giving me the gamer pile. The gamer, the scientist, the people who are very much into like intellectually challenging things to do in their free time. So it's like they're not sitting there watching mild television. No, they're playing a game. They're playing Sudoku, or they're playing a crossword puzzle, or they're doing trivia just for the heck of it. That kind of vibe is who this person's giving me. And I love that because I am the same way in certain things, okay? So they have the ability to see things with fresh eyes, which could be very good for their scientific, you know, endeavors, predilections, whatever you want to call it. Now, we have someone who is very, I wanted to say technologically advanced, so it is giving big Aquarius energy. They are very out of this world kind of vibe, but they still are a little bit childlike and innocent in that kind of way. Because there's a lot of things Sheldon did not know, but more so on the social front of things. There's a lot he knew intellectually. You know, he's book smart, but he wasn't so much street smart, if that makes sense. That could be who this person is as well. We have releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. This person has no problem walking away from things, and that's the vibe as well, where they don't get too emotionally attached to things. Where if you, I'm trying to find the right example, because I don't say Sheldon ever really like abandoned his family, but he never felt a part of his family. And even in the Big Bang Theory, they were never really shown in there. Like, he was very close to them when he was growing up, but as soon as he became an adult, it was just him and his friends in their little apartment and his job. It wasn't so much about, like, he called his sister sometimes, I guess, his Mima, I think is what he calls her, or grandma or whatever. And I think he saw her a lot in the show, but that's because that was the person he was closest to. But the rest of his family, he kept a safe, cool distance from his family. Once you are able to move away from certain people you don't agree with, it doesn't mean you don't love them, but we don't get along. So it's like there's no need for me to always be with them all the time or visiting them or wanting to be around them if they make me feel uncomfortable in a certain kind of way, you know? Especially because of young Sheldon, his mother was so, like, religious, and he was like, I don't believe in that, and that kind of vibe. So it was like, she would always try to push her beliefs onto him, that kind of vibe, and he's just like, I'm not with it, you know? He's more scientific than religious or spiritual kind of vibe. You know, it's what this person's giving me. And this person has no problem leaving people behind, cutting them off completely, and starting a new life. Or blocking someone, acting as if they don't exist. Like, once this person makes up their mind is made up. Like, there's no changing it. Yeah, this person's a Sheldon, guys. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's what's coming through. Now, the engineer is the ability to get, ooh, and I just got a hit. Ooh, let me finish. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, a problem solver, a fixer. This person is, you come to them with a problem, they give you a solution. Virgo energy as well. Aquarius is energy as well. They're very humanitarian. They care for people. No one's saying they're cold and they don't care about anybody. They do, but they just show it in a different way, you know? But when I was talking about something, how I said in the beginning of the reading, this person may change for you, become a new person. In the show, Big Bang Theory, Sheldon didn't want a relationship, ended up falling in love with Amy. Wasn't someone who was big into SCX, would do it once a year for her. And she wasn't really they didn't need it all the time anyway, but she's like, I need it at least once a year or something. And they came to the resolution of him doing it every year for like his birthday or her birthday or both their birthdays or something like that. And he was like someone who was never interested in it. But when he met Amy in particular, he was interested in it. So you change this person in a new way. He was someone who didn't really want kids. With Amy, he had some. So it's like you change this person fundamentally. You know, how Sheldon was still his Sheldon self, but he became someone who was more open, more warm, more loving, and that's not something he was used to being. He was just someone who was like telling you the facts of it, keeping it cold and clinical, you know, but still caring for his friends, but showing it in a way that isn't mainstream, I should say, you know? Because he operated different. I think he had Asperger's, and that's like a form of neurodivergent autism. So yeah, this person could definitely be that. Maybe not as extreme as Sheldon is, but they have those tendencies, you know? But like I said, Sheldon changed for Amy, and that's why this card came out at the last card. This person will change, could change for you. I said will change, could change. It depends. Now, Page of Swords, very, I don't want to say petty, but they could be a little immature sometimes in the way they communicate. Sheldon, as well. So if, I don't know if we have Big Bang Theory fans in this group, because I wasn't like I haven't watched every single episode of the show. I wasn't like the biggest fan of the show, but I've seen some episodes, which is why I know some things about it. Okay. Some of you could be that way. So if you don't understand Sheldon as well, like I said, he is someone who's on the spectrum. Someone Asperger's, people who are very, very, very intelligent. Okay, they're like I said, left brain thinking, more so logical. They're not big on emotions. They tell like it is. They don't hold anything back, and it could come off as hurtful, but they're just being truthful. Okay, someone who's more pushed towards the sciences and things that can be proven, because they like to work in absolutes. Math is proven. Science is proven. Everything else, spirituality, religion, all those are not proven. They want things to be sure. Absolutes, okay? Sheldon was also someone who wasn't very, I think he did resonate, or as asexual, wasn't very interested in that. And then he met Amy in the show and agreed to have relations with her on his birthday. And then he was like, oh, I like this. I didn't think I would like it, but I do. So we could do it once a year. And she was like, once a year? And he's like, yeah, that kind of vibe. So it's giving someone who's like very different. Okay? Page of Swords. He was also someone who's very immature at times. Page of Swords, in his communication style, he would be like, he would give you advice that you didn't ask for, unsolicited advice, or he would tell you things you didn't ask to hear, or he was like very blunt with he didn't make it warm to hear kind of energy, which is the Ace of Swords as well. But he was always there to help. He thought he was being helpful. He wasn't doing it to be malicious at all. Knight of Wands in reverse, someone who is a little bit hesitant when it comes to having fun or being free, being spontaneous. This is someone who likes to plan things for sure. They want to have reservations. They want to have an itinerary. It's giving me the episode of where it was his birthday, and they did have some spicy time. They went to New York to see The Cursed Child on Broadway, Harry Potter, The Cursed Child. And he had like a very set itinerary. And Amy was like, do we have to do everything on the itinerary? And he's like, yes. And he tells her, hurry up, we're going to miss this. We can't get off schedule. We can't get off track. That kind of vibe. So someone who has a schedule, routine, like I said, wants to eat the vegetables first, then the rice, then the chicken. They don't want their food to touch. It's kind of vibe they're giving me as well. Like, just very particular. The Death card is giving me someone who's intense. So they do have the energy of being intense as well. So it's like they're very innocent, childlike, the way some autistic people can come off, or neurodivergent people can come off. But then there's like this intensity to them that is what calls you to them. Because I don't know about y'all, but I kind of had a little, out of everyone on the show, Sheldon is the one I would have went for. I don't know what that's about me, but Sheldon is the one I had a little crush on when I watched the show. That he's the one I resonated with the most. The rest of them were like whatever, but he's what I liked on the show. My favorite character, I would say. So it's like he had like a little bit of, I wouldn't call it swag, because I wouldn't say Sheldon had swag, but he had a little bit of something, like just him being so confident in himself, in his knowledge, in his work, in who he was as a person. That's sexy. Whether you dress swaggy, you act swaggy, he was so confident in who he was as a person. That is sexy. And that's what I like. And that's why Amy was like wanting to be with him. They had like very intellectual conversations. So you could be someone who's neurodivergent or neurospicy as well, where you resonate with them in that kind of way because you see yourself in them in a kind of way, And I would say Amy was that as well. She was his intellectual equal. So they were able to connect that way first. And then once they connected that way, it's giving demisexual as well. Once you connect with someone on an intellectual level, then you're able to connect with them on a physical level, So it was giving sapiosexual, demisexual, all that, okay? Now, the Six of Cups in reverse, this is someone who doesn't usually fit into society standards. They don't fit in, okay? They stand out. So if they were to walk into a room and have a conversation, people would be able to tell, oh, this person isn't like us, nor do they want to be, which is giving heavy Aquarius energy, okay? Now we're gonna pull some cards from, so this person could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? Because we have a lot of air signs coming through. Death is also giving a Scorpio, okay? So it's like giving a Scorpio with a lot of air placements, that kind of vibe. Or they could have a Virgo or Gemini, Mercury. So they're very intellectual because their Mercury sign is at home if it's a Virgo or a Gemini, okay? But this is definitely someone who doesn't fit in, or they've never fit in before. They've always been the oddball, which would also tie into young Sheldon if you watch the show as well. He never fit in until he found his friends. He found his people. And let me get some more characteristics. But the Page of Swords is someone who is always thirsty for knowledge, and they're always thirsty to share that knowledge and have intellectual conversation with others, which is why in you may find your intellectual equal. Maybe you're someone who's used to having people who you don't resonate with on that level. You can't have intellectual conversations with them, you know? You always find yourself dumbing things down for everyone else around you. But with them, you're talking for hours about everything, and you're learning things together. That's the kind of vibe. Page of Swords is like giving a little bit of like innocent or immature, but it's also someone who's always thirsty for knowledge. They're never done learning. They're never a King of Swords. They're never an expert. They want to learn. They could be like a jack of all trades in a bunch of different things. They're an expert in a bunch of different things, okay? But they're very talkative, more so than anything else. So let me get some things. These are too many songs. Y'all can move. I want more characteristics, please. Okay, we have a few here. This is a lot, but we'll get through them. We have Moana. Make way, make way. Moana, it's time you knew. The village of Motunui's all you need. And that's what I was saying about parents forcing their wants and needs and expectations on the child. In Moana, she didn't want to be chief. She wanted to travel the world. But her father was like, you're the next chief. You know, this, all you need, the village of Motunui is all you need, you know? You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to travel, that kind of vibe, you know? Here we have Cruel Intentions. So some of you could be Cruel Intention fans. You love that movie. This person loves that movie. Or their intentions may sometimes seem cruel, but it really isn't. Now, we have an IT consultant. What are you telling me, bro? Not them yo. I love being a reader. I just love it. I love when things like this happen. I love when things like this happen. Sorry, I say things too fast sometimes. IT consultant. What? That's this energy here. Engineer. Okay. We have this person could be well off. They have a little bit of change. Okay. We have sanitation. This person could work in sanitation. We have police officer. This person could be a police officer. And it's funny how in the beginning of the reading, I was like, my friend was like assaulted or almost assaulted on the train and nobody was helping her. Where was the police when you needed them? And then we have a police officer coming through. These songs can go to the side, child. We have Revival by Gregory Porter. We have Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. So this person could be uncomfortable with crying, is what's coming through. Or they're uncomfortable with people crying around them. They don't like when girls cry. That kind of guy is what's coming through. We have Evermore by Taylor Swift and Bon Iver. We have Symptom of Your Touch by Ali and Asia. That makes so much sense with the whole Sheldon wasn't interested in physical things until he met Amy, and it's because it was the symptom of her touch. Ooh, it's the symptom of your touch. It's the symptom of your touch. If it feels so good, why does it hurt so much? So here we have Genesis Acoustic by Armors. Maybe some of them are religious. We have Funeral by Zara Larsson. We have If You Want Me to Stay by Anthony Ramos and Ari Lennox. If you want me to stay, I'll be around today. Okay. Here we have 5 More Minutes by Jonas Brothers. Give me 5 more minutes. We have Broke Boy by Malivia Civets. I love My broke boy. Not a billionaire, but a dope boy. Now that's funny how we have broke boy and we have well off. Which is it? We have alter ego by Callio. This person could have an alter ego. How interesting would that be? We have retail. This person could work in retail. We have personality Myers-Briggs type ISFP. So you can look that up to learn more about who this person could potentially be. We have Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Someone's name could be Aurora. We have doctor. This person could be a doctor. So we have an IT consultant doctor, both in the sciences. We have dirty dancing. This person could be big into dirty dancing. How juicy. We have tasteful. This person's very tasteful. They have particular tastes. I said it. We have The Greatest Showman. That could be that's a really good movie. I love that movie so much. That could be an important movie to them. Someone's favorite movie. We have Russian. That could be someone's nationality. That could be someone's culture. We have emotional. This person's very emotional. And it's funny how I was saying they weren't. I feel like this person could become emotional about specific things. We have Save Myself by Ed Sheeran. He's like, this song is very deep, I would say, because he's talking about how he's so used to always saving other people. He had to learn to save himself. We have Pessimist by Julia Michaels. This person could be a pessimist. We have Imagine by Ben Platt. I love Ben Platt. We have Dear August by PJ Harding and Noah Cyrus. August could be important. That could be someone's birthday. That would be Leo or Virgo, which we mentioned here. We have If Beale Street Could Talk. That's a movie. Move. We have 11 months. We have a time frame. Interesting. We have emotionally stable. So we have emotional, but they're emotionally stable, okay? We have brown skin girl. We have When Was It Over by Sasha Sloan and Sam Hunt. When was it over for you? We have Line by Line by JP Sachs and Maren Morris. That's a song about writing songs for someone line by line. This person could be like a little bit of like a closeted musician. They make music on the side or write poetry or something like that. And they're not good at expressing their emotions like physically, but they can express it through words, books, you know, writing it down, love letters, stuff like that. We have Hopeless Romantic by Meghan Trainor. I never take it for granted. I'm just a hopeless romantic, not giving up. So this person is a hopeless romantic, and it's funny how I said for this blank card in the beginning of the reading, hopeless romantic. That could be what you want, and you're manifesting that. We have Useless by Omar Apollo. We have Ambitious, and I said that earlier as well. You could want someone who's ambitious and goes for what they want. So that's confirmation. Here we have Neat, someone who's very neat. Like I said, they're very particular. I love reading. We have Unemployed. So this person can be unemployed right now. They're unemployed when you meet them. It's giving everybody goes to school to get degrees and they still end up unemployed. So this person could have like a degree in like something very particular, and they're not, that field is not really looking for anybody new, so they're unemployed right now. And they could be working in retail because of that, or as a police officer. We have an agent. Interesting, a secret agent. We have Russian, and the secret agent is some of y'all in the, stop it. We have Peter Pan. That could be something coming through as well. Someone who doesn't want to grow up. That's what I was saying with the Page of Swords. Someone who's like a little bit always wearing their shirts and always big into comic books and stuff like that because they don't want to grow up. I'm hearing, I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. And then we have Irish. So we have Irish and we have Russian for nationalities. Let's just go to the rest of these songs. We have Don't Go Changing by Ali and AJ. Don't go changing on me, babe. Typical feeling. Whoever told you you're not good enough. Don't go changing. So this person could be used to people telling them they're not good enough. It's something that's coming through as well. Okay. We have Remember the Mornings by Clinton Kane. We have Friends Don't Kiss Friends by Studio Black and Emily Burns. So maybe some of you can start off as friends with this person. We have Cross Your Mind by Sabrina Claudio. Do I ever cross your mind when you're touching her, kissing her, staring in her eyes? That could be something with the friends. This person's always wondering if you're thinking about them when you're kissing someone else. You have single and searching, Yemi Alade. So most likely this person's single and searching, or most of them. You have Bad Girl by Dea, Problems by Anne Marie, When You Love Someone by James T.W. Come home early after class, don't be hanging around the back of the schoolyard. Something when you love someone. When you love someone. When you love someone. This is also giving me, the song is about someone who steps up to help take care of their sibling when their parents are going through a painful divorce, you know? And they're like, it's better to grow up in a household where your parents are separated than growing up in a household where your parents hate each other and they're always fighting. So it's like you do certain things when you love someone, you know? Here we have Broken and Beautiful. I'm broken and it's beautiful. I'm broke. This person can consider themselves broken, which is kind of rude, but we have And It Breaks My Heart. And It Breaks My Heart by Leon. I don't really know how to pronounce her name, but we're going to go with Leon. We have Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. We have The Love You Left Behind by Michael Schultz. So some of you, this could be an ex, just for some of you coming through. If there's an ex you want back, just these little indicators coming through. We have The Tide by Niall Horan. And the last song is Get Back Up Again by Anna Kendrick. I mean, it's not her song, but it's from Trolls and she sings it. I really think that I can do it. They're all depending on me. What I would suggest with all these songs, since so many songs come through in readings like this, I make a playlist of it and then put the topic of the reading and then listen to that when I'm feeling like, you know, wanting to resonate with this person, to understand more about them. No one is saying you have to listen to the whole playlist in one day, but just to get into this person's mind, to get into the vibe of the relationship and the connection of this person. Just put all these songs on like a playlist or something, take a screenshot, and then something like that, if any of you are interested. I should have said it in the beginning, so as I was saying the songs, you could have been adding them to a playlist, but oh boy. But yeah, this person's very complex because this is a lot of stuff that came out so far. Group 1 didn't have as many things, but I guess you guys needed more clarity on who this person was. And I'm always here to provide that. If you're willing to sit through like an hour reading, I'm here to give it to you. If someone only wants to watch 15 minutes, then go ahead. If they only want to watch a few, like, you know what I mean? But if you want to watch the whole thing, I'm going to give you all the info that you may need. I'm just that kind of person. I'm that kind of watcher, and I'm that kind of reader. I want all the tea. Because we have so many people watching, you want to know as much as we can. Don't go changing on me, babe. Typical feeling. Whoever told you you're not good enough. Don't go changing on me, babe. Typical healing. Okay, so now I want to get into what the relationship will be like. Okay, all these can go and clear out what the relationship will be like. Then we're going to get some channel songs from your person for how they feel, and these actually have lyrics on them, the cards, so you can, like, it's not just you have to go hear the song yourself. It's like you're going to get a portion of the song that, you know, resonates the most with the topic, which is what will the relationship be like. So please, Spirit, for my group 2s, what will the relationship with this person be like, please? What will the relationship with this person be like? Okay. I thought a card flipped over the deck as well. It's giving, you know, it's giving the King of Swands being the only one that kind of flipped over. It's giving BD energy or BDE, but the person isn't like conventionally attractive kind of vibe. The person isn't conventionally attractive, but they have that scorpionic death card energy that came through the last spread for who they are. They have that allure, but they may not be conventionally attractive in society standards, like, oh, they're the jock or they're the athlete. They're more so the nerd that has the big schlong. and all the girls aren't checking for them, but the girls that know, no. It's giving the guys that are tall and lanky and wear glasses and have like, and even in the show, not to keep bringing it up, Big Bang Theory, Amy used to be thirsting for Sheldon. It's giving he had a big schlong. Okay. Not to get too, but it's giving that. How the gamers and the people that people don't usually go for, because no one wants the nerdy guys, they usually end up being the best in the bedroom or performing best, because they're just like willing to do everything. They don't have, you know what I mean? Like, let me not even get into it, okay? But it's giving, unconvinced you're attractive, and it's not saying that they're ugly or anything, but it's like society's not telling you to look for the gamers. They're telling you to look for the jocks. They're telling you to look for the musicians. They're telling you to go for the businessmen, the CEOs. They're not saying go for the nerds or the people who are in IT or tech. They're telling, or in sciences. They're telling you to go for the other people, and these people are the ones that have that low, simmering, freaky, willing to get down the bedroom kind of energy. And they're the ones you should really be looking for, but that's the tea. That's the gag. Okay? You go for the guys who get all the girls instead of the guys that are willing to, like, literally worship, or the girls who are willing to literally worship, that kind of thing, the ground you walk on or kind of vibe. And it's not because they're considered, they don't have self-esteem, it's just because that's the kind of person they are. They want to give their love to someone when they get the chance to. But no one is checking for them. So it's like, how can I give my love to people who aren't even looking for me? That kind of vibe. So what would the relationship be like? We have two of wands. Are all these going to be in reverse? Yeah, so I'm turning them up right. We're not doing this right now. So it's giving someone who's like there's like a sensual air with the death card energy coming through. Stop playing in my face. We have 5 of swords. Interesting. It's giving debates, always like going back and forth with each other. And it's like giving who's smarter. So I'm hearing, are you smarter than a 5th grader? So for whatever reason, this 5 of swords is giving me, you guys are playing like board games or intellectual games, trivia together, and trying to figure out who's smarter. Like very competitive, intellectual vibe, Like I said, because you're equals, you're always trying to figure out who's the smartest, and you guys do this trivia to see who's smarter, and it always leads like little ribbing and games that where you guys like always trying to one up the other person. That's what this is giving me. Nothing too bad so far. But it is giving me one person always wins. And I think it's a person who, you and not your person, is the vibe that's coming through. Or it could be them, who knows. But the person who thinks they're the smartest always walks away feeling like, ugh. And the person who's just like, just picking up all the swords because they won this round. Like kind of in poker, they're picking up all their chips and taking it away because they won. The person who thought they would win didn't really win. That kind of energy is coming through. Okay, here we have 4 of Cups. Queen of Swords, and 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to quickly, this person's going to put time and effort into getting to know you. They're going to be texting you. I don't think this person's going to, they're always going to be thinking about you, because I'm hearing you're always on my mind. That song coming through. Can I get a clarifier for Temperance? Why is Temperance here? What will this relationship be like? You guys temper each other. It's gonna feel like very much equals. Knight of Cups, very romantic. You guys are both hopeless romantics. You guys are both willing to put in the time it takes to nurture a connection. You guys are both in it for the long haul. You guys are both looking for the same things. All those things are coming through. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Can I get a clarifier? Is this supposed to be for here? It's giving your relationship is more intellectual than physical. And I think you're both fine with that. King of Cups in reverse. 6 of Swords. Interesting. Why is the 4 of Cups here? Well, their relationship will be like, we have death coming through again. Yeah, this person is like very hard. They're a hard nut to crack, okay? They're a hard nut to crack. It's giving, I'm hearing panting, it's giving begging, it's giving this person's gonna like have you on the edge of your seat waiting to be with them because they're not ready to make things physical yet, and you're very much attracted to them, but they don't understand why. This is, okay, hold on. Can I get the last card for Queen of Swords? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Like, it's giving that they don't understand how attractive they are because they were always told, like I said, by society, that no one wants the nerds, no one wants the science guys, no one wants the intellectuals, that kind of vibe. Bruh, Move. Get on my nerves. So they don't see themselves in the way other people see them. So you, or just you, find them very attractive and you want to like jump their bones at all times. And it may end in like conversations about when are you going to move forward, when are you going to, you know, be intimate. And this person's like, no, I want to wait a little bit. And you're just like, I don't want to. That's the energy coming through. Because this person has this intense vibe about them that makes you like want them even more. You're just like, when are we gonna move to the next step? And they're just like, let's wait. Like there's no rush, that kind of vibe. And it's like not very unconventional, because it's usually if this is the masculine, it's usually the masculines trying to rush things, you know. And in this case, it may be the feminine that's rushing things. So it's like, hey, what's up? Because this person isn't really like, they're not giving me overly sexual, you know. This is a weird reading. I've never had a reading like this. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Their next serious relationship? Like, what the heck is going on here? Two of Wands. A lot of discovery. I feel like maybe both of you may be like a little novice when it comes to physical, because Wands represents passion. So when it comes to all the physical acts about love, both of you may be very inexperienced, and it's going to take some time to get to know each other there, and you guys are going to put in the time, which is why it may take longer. So someone in this group may be a virgin, you or your person, and this person wants to take things very, very, very slowly. So one of you is more experienced, very attracted to your person. You want to jump their bones at all times. They're more inexperienced. They're attracted to you as well, but they want you to wait longer. And they have you just like, waiting forever. And maybe along the way, because you know when you're in a couple or whatever, you're fooling around. Maybe one of you may find out this person got that BDE. They got that BD, okay? And you're ready to jump their bones and experience them. It's like, no, wait. Like, are you only with me because I have a BD? Like, yo, I am like, I'm trying so hard not to scream, because this is crazy energy that I'm experiencing right now. They're like, are you only with me because you want to jump my bones? It's like giving someone who's a sexy nerd. And they're just like, I'm someone who needs to be intellectually attracted to you to get to that vibe. You're someone who may not need that. You need it, but you, like, this person is like just like giving whole package in a way where they're attractive, they're smart, they take care of you and all of that. But they are like having you wait too long now. And you get there first. Or someone gets there first. Someone gets to the point where they're ready to cross over into the adult things first. And the other person's like, I need more time. And now it's constantly just waiting. And the passion is simmering. And it's like someone just gets fed up. And this person's like, this is my first time. I'm not too experienced. Something like that. I need more time. And someone here is frustrated, child. Like you want things to move to the next level, but you're in this stage now where it's like, someone has to make a decision to move forward, and it could be your person, okay? Just putting that out there. Now, Seven of Pentacles is waiting forever for something to come to fruition, for something to grow, for something to sprout. You have planted the seeds that you're sitting there waiting patiently for them to grow and sprout something. Waiting for someone to make a decision, waiting for someone to text you back. This person could be a horrible texter, and they take forever to text you back, and you have to kind of tell them, hey, I want to talk to you more often. They don't see things the same way you do. So if they are neurodivergent, you're telling them, I want to talk to you every day. They're like, why? And they don't understand. They have to text all the time. And so the way you may get upset about something, because they're not going to get upset about that same thing. And it may cause this miscommunication here and butting heads, you know? Temperance is giving me, you guys, it may start off that way, but I do think this person is accommodating in a way. So if you bring it up to them and say, hey, I want to talk to you more often than we do, or I would like for you to tell me that you're not going to be free during the day, so I know not to expect a text from you, that kind of vibe, they're going to be very accommodating once you kind of bring that to their attention, because they don't know that it's hurting you unless you say something about it. So communication is going to be very important here, because people like your person can't read between the lines. They can't pick up on you having an attitude. They're gonna be like, oh, you had a bad day at work. They're not gonna know you're mad at them unless you say it. So you're gonna have to be very vocal about certain things in this connection, okay? Just saying that right off the bat to keep it even killed. If something's wrong, tell them. They're not gonna be able to guess. Thank you. Don't play those kind of games, because it's gonna lead to you being unhappy when they're not able to pick up what you're putting down. And it's you doing it because you're not and it's you doing it because you're not being clear about what you're upset about. They're not going to be able to guess. You have to tell them. Okay. Knight of Cups. I do think you guys are going to have to figure out your love languages together, because the Knight of Cups is someone who is giving all this love away. And it's like, you could constantly give love to someone, but they're not deciphering it as love. So because your love language is physical touch, you're always touching up on somebody. And that's the perfect example. I love that I just said it randomly. Your love language could be physical touch. You're giving them physical touch. And that's not their love language. Their love language is words of affirmation, or their love language is acts of service. So you think by you giving them all this abundance of physical touch because you think they're a guy and they should want that. That's what they want, or most guys want. They're not experiencing it as love. They're thinking that you're like trying to jump their boat all the time and you just want things to be physical, because that's not how they accept love, you know? So it's like a lot of trying to figure out, master the art of giving each other the proper love languages that you guys both want, not what you think you should give, what you want to give. So a lot of, like I said, communication is going to be necessary here, and a lot of, you know, trying a few things, a lot of experimenting, that kind of vibe. I'm finding the perfect mixture of things, finding that equilibrium for you both. But Knight of Cups, like you guys are both like giving a bunch of love. You guys want to give love. You're hopeless romantics, okay? Both. But in the way you're giving it may need to be a little fixed, tampered with, until you find the perfect, you know? Now, Five of Swords, like I said, is giving trivia, it's giving arguments, it's giving, but it's like giving debates more than anything. It's not giving anything too bad. And I do feel like why am I biting my finger? This group is killing me, guys. Like, you're killing me, Smalls. Like, okay, it's giving the tension is rising when you guys are arguing. That's your foreplay in this connection. Arguing or debating or having trivia or going against each other head to head kind of vibe. And it's like simmering beneath the surface kind of vibe with this Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? Next card, we have the King of Wands in reverse. This person, like I said, they may not be conventionally attractive, but they're very attractive to you, and you always want to be with them, but they don't see their allure the way you see their allure, which is why it may lead to just, this person may have to heal the way they see themselves or how they perceive themselves, because you're seeing them in a way that they're not seeing themselves, which is leading to this disconnect. And it could lead to some frustration with the Five of Swords as well. Four of Cups is, like I said, this person coming off as bored, or somebody in the connection coming off as bored and not interested in the connection, even though someone is trying to give them their love or their cup of love. And it's like, because you're giving it to them in a way they don't want. Yeah, like I said, this person is very particular. Like I said, they have tastes in, they want things to be a certain kind of way. So if you're not doing it in a certain kind of way, it will lead to some complications. And I'm like, this could be the person you want to be with, but I'm like, I would be frustrated. I'm like, I have to do all this stuff and do it in this specific way for you to be accepting of my love. Like, what do you mean? This is your next serious relationship? Like, I'm not trying to be judgmental or anything, but I'm just like, what's up? It's giving this person is like not accepting it in your way. Like, you have very vastly different love languages. So you have to learn that first before things can come to like a head or whatever. Or let me stop. My mind is going dirty. I'm sorry. Before things can evolve in the connection or move forward, essentially, with the Death card, this whole not being able to give what the other person needs to come to an end, or someone coming off disinterested needs to come to an end. Okay? And it comes to an end when you say something about it with the Queen of Swords here. Open up your mouth and say, hey, I don't like how things are going right now. I want more physical attention. You know, it seems to me that you're not interested in me. And this person's like, well, I am, but how am I supposed to know you don't do this and you don't do that? I didn't know you wanted me to do this and do that. You have to tell me these things, you know, communication. And then things are going to, you know, start off a little bit better. But I do think there may be a little bit of a rocky up and down energy between you guys to get to this good place. I heard look at the bottom of the deck, so let me look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Star. Yeah, keeping up the hope. Let me cover up her stuff. it's like, I love how we have two cards where one is pouring into the water and one is pouring onto earth. So it's kind of like you have to find that balance. It could be like, you know, fire and water. It could be like earth and air, or earth and water. Like, you know, one is very stern and one is very hard to move, and then one is very free moving, you know? One is very fiery and then one is very cool. You guys are opposites to attract, and you have to find that equilibrium in the middle where you're both going to be happy, you know? It's like moving on and finding that good place between you guys. But it's going to have to be a death and moving on. Maybe hashing things out. But you have to be, someone has to be very clear about what they want. Because your person's not into the guessing game. They're not into figuring out what's wrong with you. They want you to tell them point straight blank. They're not going to get their feelings hurt. They want you to be brutally honest with them. Is the thing about it. They don't want you to, coddle them and say, it's okay. No, they want you to tell them like it is so they know how to react. They want you to teach them essentially how to treat you. And that's what you do in a relationship. You teach people how to treat you. If you want to be texted every day, tell them you want them to text you every day. You know? You have to sit down and have like you know what is giving me that scene from 50 Shades of Grey where Anna had to sit Christians behind Dan and say, hey, I know what you want from a relationship because you made it very abundantly clear, but I'm telling you what I want. And they had a little meeting where she said they went over the contract of what he gave her, and she said this, no. That, no. Of course, it was more on the adult side of things, the more sexual side of things, but that could be where, like I said, I feel like that's where the tension may be in this connection, where one of you may want certain things, or you want to have, you know, relations a specific amount of time, and this person's like, you know, I'm cool with once a week, and you're like, nah, I need 3 times a week. You gotta have to sit down and hash it out. Yeah. Because it's giving someone's not always interested in that, but you have to tell them, hey, I'm not with that. I need you to be more affectionate with me. I need you to be telling me that I look good and this and that. You know what I mean? Especially if there's someone who's not thinking that you need that, or because they don't need it. They don't need words of affirmation or physical touch, but you do, and you have to tell them that, you know? So yeah, open up your mouth. So now what we're going to do is get the songs for you guys, for what the relationship will be like, that kind of energy. There are also movies in this deck, so we'll see what comes through for you. You have to teach this person how to treat you. You guys teaching each other how to treat the other person. Group 2, please, Spirit. Group 2. Their next serious relationship. It's giving Penn Badgley, where he said, the most toxic thing we're telling ourselves as a society is that love is easy. You're just going to fall in love with someone and not have to put in any work. And love and relationships take work. You don't just meet someone you like and just and things just, you know, even if you're both hopeless romantics, that's not how life works. You have to be realistic like sometimes. And that's what you guys we're going to have to learn together. Why can't I talk? Yeah, communication may be a problem. Because I usually jump on my words, but not this much. Or maybe I do, who knows. Like, open up your mouth and speak. Communicate with them. Like, don't do the whole waiting 2 days to text them back, or because they text you back 5 hours later, you're going to wait 5 hours to text them back. Like, don't play those petty games. Because this person is really not doing it on purpose. And that's something you have to realize if you want to be with them. It takes work. Okay. Group 2, please, Spirit. Group 2. I wonder how long I've been sitting here. I can't tell. Because the camera's so high above me. She's so high above me. She's so lovely. That song could be coming through for your person to you, from you to your person. This person could think you're out of their league, which was coming through with the King of Wands. This person sees themselves as less desirable than you are, but you are like hot for them, and they have to understand that, because they're like, oh, this person doesn't want to be with me, but you do. Okay, anyway, we have Easy by Camila Cabello. Touch me until I find myself in a feeling. Tell me with your hands that you're never leaving. I always thought I was hard to love until you made it seem so easy. Boom. Right off the bat. Exactly what I was saying coming through. And another thing coming through is this person may not be used to physical touch. So it may take them some getting used to, especially if you're the person who's initiating it. It's going to take them some time to get used to. So it may be they're coming off as aloof and not interested, but they really are. but they have to get used to physical touch. That is also something else with people who are on the spectrum. They don't like being touched as well. You know, Asperger's, neurodivergent, neurospicy, whatever you want to call it. They have a hard time experiencing touch and closeness. So if you want to be in a relationship with someone like this, you have to kind of acclimate to their ways, and they have to acclimate to you as well, because relationships are 50-50. You know, sometimes they're 60-40, sometimes they're 80-20. But at the end of the day, you guys both need to be getting what you want for this to work. And this is your next serious relationship. So, you know, but there's something about you having to like get used to, or them getting used to being touched, or you getting used to being touched, something. But touch me until I find myself in the feeling. Tell me with your hands that you're never leaving. This person thinks they're hard to love. I always thought I was hard to love until you made it seem so easy. So yeah, there's something about that coming through. The King of Wands in reverse. They don't see that they're a catch. And it could be because society told them they're not, and that's what they do. Anytime you're different, society's like, oh, we don't want them. You know? Wrong, I know. The next song we have is Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. Now it says, I heard it through the grapevine that not much longer would you be mine. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Oh, I was just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, yeah, I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but these tears I can't hold inside. Losing you would end my life, you see, because you mean so much to me. They tell you to believe half of what you see and even less of what you hear. I think it's the lyric. You would end my life, you see, because you mean so much to me. They say to believe half of what you see and even less of what you hear. Yeah, something like that. So there could be a lot of talking involved in this connection as well. And not just between you and them, between other people and them, or other people and you. Like, you've heard things about them through the grapevine, and it could lead to some like miscommunication or misunderstanding. So just keep that in mind as well. Because they're like, believe half of what you see with your own eyes and even less of what you hear about someone, because you don't know the full story and you weren't even there. The person who was there that was seeing it only know half the story or none of the story, and they're coming and telling you, and they're saying believe even less of what you hear. Yeah. Okay, so we have It's Been a Long Time by Pentatonics. There is something here about someone not having been in a connection for a long time, so it's going to take some time to get used to being in one again, okay? Or being a long time being physical with someone. So it's going to take some patience and time, and they may come off as, you know, uninterested, but they're not. They're just taking their time to build up to that, you know? So it says, kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long time. I haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long time, in all caps. So this person has never felt like this before, so they're dealing with new emotions, and it may cause them to clam up or close off until they can make logical sense of their emotions, which they may never be able to do. Or you may never be able to do. If it ends up being you being that person trying to make logical sense of the connection, but you can't because, you know, connections don't make logical sense. You can try to add logic and make it as logical as possible, but at the end of the day, when it comes to emotions, they don't make no kind of sense, child. So it's like that could be a thing as well. So there's one of you here who has to take some time to get lost in the feeling of touching and sensuality. And then others of you who was like, kiss me once, kiss me twice, and kiss me once again. It's been a little too long. I have not felt like this for someone since can't remember when. It's been a long time. So give me all that love. Give me that good. But other person's like, hey, I need some time to get used to this, okay? Oh, boy. Now, the next song we have is She Gets the Flowers by Beth McCarthy. Tell me what she has that I don't. Why were you so fast to let go of us? Because she's all you wanted, but when it was my heart, you didn't want it. Four of Cups. Why wasn't I cast in your show? Because I gave you everything. All of my friends are saying it's you, it's not me. That heard through the grapevine. I wish I could believe them, but she gets the flowers, right? The post made about her. A love that is perfect. A love I deserve. Yeah, a love that you gave. I got excuses, and you got to use this. You left me in the dust with nothing but just memories. But she gets the flowers. Oh, I hate this song, y'all. But sometimes relationships are messy, and I have to put it in. So this could be someone because also group 1 got less cards. They got about this much cards for the relationship. You guys got this much cards. So it was giving maybe on and off, up and down, miscommunication issues, going on a break, getting back together. You know, that kind of vibe is coming through for you guys. And that's what the whole heard through the grapevine. So when you're maybe broken up, you may hear through the grapevine that with someone else, they're giving her everything that you didn't get. And it's like, believe half of what you see and less of what you hear. They are not doing all of these things, or maybe they are, who knows, but you have to talk to them about it. So it's giving you guys want to break, you're not together, and they're dating other people, you're dating other people, Jesus. And you're hearing things about them and a new connection. It's making you feel, you know, like, oh my gosh, we're never going to get back together. But then you do. And now you're holding grudges against them and being standoffish because you heard they were doing certain things with other people. It's giving messy, you know? The next song we have is Look What God Gave Her by Thomas Rhett. And it says, look what God gave her, how perfect he made her. She walks in the room, it's like he answered my prayers. The way that she moves, how could anybody blame her? I know she's got haters, but it ain't her fault. Now, look what God gave her. She got me drunk like Corona, heart racing like it's Daytona. Ooh, I'm in heaven, I swear right now. And those eyes can hypnotize, were designed to blow my mind. Yeah, it's giving someone that's overwhelmed by their feelings for someone, so maybe they become emotionally closed off until they decide for those feelings. And then someone else, like, very sure how they feel, they want to do things right now, and the other person's like, I need time, you know? So a whole lot of. Now, the next song we have is Never Enough. This person feels like they're never enough. This person thinks like you're God's gift to earth, and you shouldn't be attracted to them, and you shouldn't want them because their self-esteem is low. And you're just like, hey, I'm here, right? I want to be with you. Let's try, at least. But never enough, One Direction. Lips so good, I forget my name. What was I saying about this sexual energy, sensual energy coming through in this reading? All of these songs are saying something about touch me, kiss me. You know what I mean? Look what God gave her. Her eyes are hypnotizing. And now we have lips so good, I forget my name. I swear I could give you everything. I don't need my love. You can take it. You can take it. Take it. I don't need my heart. You can break it. Break it. Break it. I just can't get too much of you, baby. It's never enough. Never enough. Wow. Yeah. So I think there's insecurities here. You want them. They're not convinced you want them. You have to convince them you want them. All kind of ridiculous. But they're looking at you like you're an angel sent from God. The Temperance card, because, you know, that's an angel in the card. And you're an angel sent to them, and you're everything they could ever want, and they don't understand how they could be everything you ever wanted. Very low self-esteem issues is definitely a vibe here. But like I said in the beginning, when we were going over who this person is, they become a new person when they get their confidence, you know. But we were also getting this person is very confident, but they are also very unsure of themselves in a certain kind of way. They don't have any sexual prowess, so that could lead to them being very insecure about those things. They're very sure about who they are, but when it comes to the bedroom, they're not used to that, and they could be scared they're going to disappoint you, which is why they kind of come off that they don't want that, but they do. Very confusing. Like I said, communication, please. And the last song is Talk You Out of It, another freaking sexy song. It says, Talk You Out of It, Florida Georgia Line. And now you're looking like a life. Well, now you're looking like a line from a Vandross song. I'm looking at that fine little dress you got wrong. Oh my gosh. I can't talk, guys. You would think it's Mercury retrograde, but it really isn't. And now you're looking like a line from a Vandross song. I'm staring at that fine little dress you got on. Don't get me wrong, girl, I love it. Now I'm just trying to talk you out of it. So yeah, it's giving something here about someone not being sure of where they are with someone on that level. And having one of them want to rip clothes off, the next one needs to build up to it. And just, like I said, that. And when someone is insecure, it doesn't really matter how much someone tells them they're beautiful or gorgeous. That person needs to work on that themselves. Because this person's looking at you like they want to rip off your clothes. You're like, I'm not sure you still want me. What else can I do to show you? What else? You know, I'm touching up on you. I'm kissing up on you. You know what I mean? I'm saying your lips are so good. I'm getting lost in your eyes. What more do I need to give you or show you that I want to be with you? I'm trying to talk you out of your clothes. So it could be like a masculine, feminine, where the feminine doesn't feel good enough and the masculine does. The masculine doesn't feel good enough, but the feminine does. It's a mix of both. So take what resonates for you, please. But if you're someone who's confident, this is not you. If you're someone who's not insecure, it's not you, it's your person. If you're someone who is insecure, then it's you. It's just as simple as that, okay? But I'm going to leave the reading there. Ugh, this was a lot, but I hope you got what you needed. If it resonated, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. It's my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose image 3, you chose number 3, you chose the energy of group 3, then welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be getting into your next serious relationship. The who will it be with, who this person is. We're going to pull archetype cards, and we're going to pull some characteristics cards. If you were here for the who has their eye on you, you know what I'm talking about. We have the songs, we have the physical traits, we have stuff like that. And then we're going to get into what the relationship will be like between you guys, okay? And then we're going to get channeled songs at the end of the reading, which could represent what the relationship will be like, who this person is, what they want to say to you, what the relationship will be like, that kind of vibe, okay? Now, if you hear the fan in the background, because in my last video it sounded like I was outside and the wind was blowing, I promise you the fan is all the way over there and the microphone for the phone is all the way over here. So there's no reason why you should be hearing it. But the thing with this phone is it picks up on every freaking little sound outside, you know? So you're hearing everything that's going on. And when I use the microphone, I get complaints about it's too muffled. So I'm like, okay, whatever, let me just use the phone because it's going to be more clear. So while you could still hear me very clearly, there was that annoying sound in the back that sounded like I was outside or something, you know what I mean? So I apologize for that. I hope it's not that bad in this reading, or it's not picking up on it at all. I don't know. But we're gonna get into the reading today. We're gonna start off with the archetype of who this person is. So just a little disclaimer that I didn't really give in group 1 or group 2. The readings ended up pretty long. Group 1 was an hour, group 2 was an hour and 10 minutes. I don't know how long yours is going to be, but whatever comes through, comes through. For those of you who are here for the whole experience, I appreciate when you stick around to the end because it gives you the full picture. Those of you who stick around for 10, 15 minutes, that's fine as well. It's, you do whatever you want to do, but I feel like you need the whole picture if this is something you're actually interested in. Now, if you get bored, I can't blame you for leaving. I don't think I'm boring anyway, but some people could. I do start talking about, what is it called, pop culture references, and some people don't like that either, and I'm like, well, then not the reader for you, sorry. That helps me help you understand the reading better, because not everyone picks up readings the way you do. Some people need concrete evidence, concrete examples, and that's what I'm here to give. Now, if you don't understand the reference, I understand it as well, but you can still look it up and maybe understand the reading more, but that's just you. Anyway, yeah, that disclaimer out there. It's going to be a more lengthier reading. Maybe not. Who knows? Yours may be the shortest. I'm not sure. But we'll see what comes through. They were a little longer. And for this is the first time in all 3 groups that this cards did not give trouble. They didn't split. They didn't make any, yeah. So already we're off to a great start. A wonderful start, I would say. But then we have ass at the bottom of the deck. What I love about these is they give you like freaking gasp descriptions, addict, and then they say helps you recognize and confront your addictive behavior. So I'm like, oh, so they're not an addict. Okay, cool. You know, so this person could be someone who helps people recognize and confront their addictive behavior. So they're definitely pushing away all the negative, dusty, crusty energy in people's lives. So it's giving an energy clearer, you know what I mean? It's giving an exorcist, that kind of vibe. It's giving someone who comes into your life to clear out the negative energy and to get you on the better path, the path to enlightenment, you know? If this person were to meet an addict, they were to come in and make that person's life better. If they were to meet someone who was, just doing all the wrong things, they were going to come in and make that person's life a little bit better. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But anyway, let me shuffle them one more time. See, that's what I meant, that group 1 and 2 are doing. But your first shuffle was beautiful, so we'll see. Maybe the beginning of the relationship is easy, and then when you start getting more into it, it becomes more difficult. That's what I just got from that. So just take what resonates, okay? Some relationships start off really good, smooth sailing, and then when it comes to the end of, you know, you start getting more into it, then it becomes a little bit more difficult. So that one was a good one. So you overcome it is the vibe that I'm getting, but just take what I say with a grain of salt so you get the cards out. Some people don't believe in like channeling and stuff like that, but I feel like I channel before the reading and then the cards come out to just confirm what I said. which is why sometimes I feel like I don't need cards, but we're gonna use, but they're cute, so we're gonna use them. So, who is this person my group 3 is going to be in a relationship with next, please, Spirit? Who will my group 3s be in a relationship with next? Okay, how many cards are these? These are a lot. I'll take them. These are not that bad. So we have Midas and Miser. So we have entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight, insurance, life, riches. And that's what I was saying with the whole addict. They push away the negative energy. They come into people's life and clear away all the negative, you know, because they can turn anything into gold. They turn anything, like, even if it's something that's like dirt, they can turn dirt into gold. If it's something, that's what's how people are sometimes. Their life is like gone to dirt, gone to heck, gone to rock bottom. This person, your person, comes in and turns their life into this beautiful, you know, tree. Is giving how Jack planted the beanstalk, and the beanstalk took him up all the way into the heavens where the giants lived, and he was stealing big golden goose eggs and coming back down and bringing it to everyone else and bringing little drops of knowledge. So the giants could be, you know, spirit, it could be angels, dragons, unicorns, whoever you guys want to, you know, whoever this person will commiserate with, and then they bring back those golden eggs of knowledge to everyone else, to the mothers, to the village, stuff like that. That's the vibe I'm getting for this person already. But they made things happen. They definitely do. What's it called? Drac was a hustler. He said, I'll give you this card that I know is useless for this. I'm going to take the beans that's supposed to make us rich, you know? And it ended up making them rich, but it did cause some problems. They had to kind of chop down the beanstalk when the dragon was trying to come down to get Jack. Oh, gosh. The kid stories we heard as kids were like so funny when we think about them as adults. Like, what were our parents telling us? What were we reading in school? Like, honestly, like, he was up there stealing from the giants and came back down, and the giants got mad and almost came down and had to chop the beanstalk. Like, that's crazy. But we ate it up. We have Messiah. Wow. Powerful energy. We have serving humanity with humility. Here we have Thief. Call me a thief. Oh, these are a lot more cards than I thought. There's been a robbery. And all these are coming out in reverse. No, we'll take them right, I heard. Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. This is a very interesting person. So just put these over here. Hopefully they're showing up straight in the camera, because I hate seeing a lopsided reading, child, and I know other people do too. We have Prince, which is romantic charm and potential for power, and then we have Bully. He's a bully. Oh. If you know what that's from, we can be best friends. He's a bully. Oh, yeah, he's a bully. It's like his something is the square root of the. So if you wanna avoid being mangled, to something, you gotta get into shape. And by shape, I don't mean a triangle. He's a bully. That song is like, I love it. If you know where that's from, you know where it's from. I don't even want to say where it's from. But anyway, like I said, if you know, you know. Anyway, so yes, the Thief sheds light on the potential wealth within you that could never be stolen. The potential wealth, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Now this person is serving humanity with humility. And then they also have a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. They have romantic charm and potential for power. And the Bully highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you to confront the inner fears that bully you. Now, the shadow attributes, and some of these come out in reverse, we'll just read them, because everyone has shadow attributes, okay? We have conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. We have using power for self-aggrandizement. Oh my. We have inability to commit to a path once found. And I think this one came out in reverse. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So this person in their most debased form, they stealing, okay? They can't commit to nothing, okay? They use their power to make their life better, okay? And they conceal deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So I'm not manifesting this for you guys, but everyone has shadows, okay? So some people could inhabit these shadows, or they did, or it's there, okay? Anyway, Now I want to get some tarot cards for more of a full picture of who this person is. But this person has a big heart. They just hide it. With this thief, they're very mysterious. Their hat is always on low. You can't really always see their eyes. I'm hearing you're throwing stones to hide your hands so bad when Michael Jackson's coming through. This person could want to come off as a bad person because they're scared of physical closeness. Now with the Emperor card here, that makes sense with the rest of the energies coming through. This person's a powerful figure and they're scared of being used, so they kind of push everyone away. It's the vibe that's coming through. Or they were used before and they don't want to be used again. So they're very careful of who they allow access to their riches or their connections or something like that. This person could come from money, and that comes with its own problems, because most people like that, they do come from very neglectful, harsh households, and that does tend to have those people turn into bullies because they're not getting love at home. They're not getting what they need, so they feel the need to, you know, the pain they're feeling on the inside, they want it to be seen on the outside, so they turn into bullies, you know. They feel neglected, that kind of vibe. They're using the power they have as a prince of a fortune or a princess of a fortune for aggrandizement, which is, I just love that big word. Stop it. Yeah, commitment issues with the Seeker here in reverse, you know, for the shadow attribute. And then the Thief, they steal money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. It's giving they take advantage of people. I'm not saying your person does, but that's just what this Thief in reverse is saying. They see the wealth in you, and this thief is going to take advantage of it for their benefit, essentially. So, yeah, cards would fall, wouldn't they? So I'm going to move y'all for a second. If they get shaky, sorry. Okay, now let us see what comes through. And Emperor still at the bottom of the deck. Someone hard to read, someone has a lot of power is the vibe that's coming through for this person. So group 3, the next serious relationship, please, Spirit, the next serious relationship. Someone who's always seeking knowledge, someone who's always traveling. So this is someone who's always on the go, someone who always is hiding their heart from others. Temperance, someone who's very balanced. They're a very well-rounded individual with all these cards coming out. They have like a lot of good characteristics about themselves. I'm hearing they don't see their own potential is the vibe that's coming through. So that could be a thing as well. They don't see their own potential. This person could have a hard time fitting in. Or they don't have many friends. They're very, like I said, to themselves. So they don't want to be taken advantage of. So they could be lonely. We have the Magician in reverse. Interesting. I'm hearing they have all this power, but they don't know how to use it. Page of Swords. They're a very good conversationalists. They know how to make good conversation. They know how to seek knowledge and go after what they want. So at least there's that. But I would say this is like a very balanced individual, except for, you know, certain like negative things that everybody has to work on. This person comes off as like very aloof, standoffish, uninterested. And that could be a problem for people who may want to approach them romantically. I'm hearing the song Hiding My Heart by Brandi Carlile. So that song could be important. This person's always hiding their heart away. What? And then we have Two of Wands. Okay. I don't know. This, I can already tell it's going to be a difficult pile because I'm like, what's going on? Okay, please, Spirit, provide clear and concise messages for my group 3s. The next person they're going to be in a relationship with. Someone who has some high esteem. They have money to them. They either are destined to become rich or they already are. Very stable, very high value kind of person, okay? Very high maintenance. They take care of themselves. They always make sure they look good. They're always groomed, okay? Okay, maybe the messages are coming through. This is definitely someone who's most likely an entrepreneur. So someone who has their own business, a side hustle, something like that. they're trying to build that up, and that is destined to make them a lot of money. Like I said, generational wealth exactly is what's coming through. Or they already come from money, essentially. So they are working in a company owned by their parents or their family or something, and it's money they just came into. The Messiah is serving humanity with humility. Someone who's always giving to other people, okay? And they're very humble about it. So it's like someone who may have a hard time accepting thank yous, or how they have a hard time like saying no to people. Like, can you help me with this? Sure. Because it's like a little bit of like, I'm hearing an imposter syndrome with this person, where they don't feel like they deserve all the good things they have. They don't deserve the riches. So they're always trying to give it away. So they're always giving friends money, or giving this away, giving that away, you know, because they don't think they're worthy of all the good things that happen to them. Maybe because of how they grew up, how people had them, what people could have been telling them as well, is a vibe that's coming through. Because when you grow up in a household where you feel worthless, or you're constantly like torn down, it translates into your adult life, and it makes it hard for you to believe that you're worthy, no matter how many people tell you you are, no matter how much you accomplish, no matter how much success you have, no matter how much money you have. You still feel like you're worthless, because that's what you were told when you were younger, and it's like that's just been ingrained in you, that kind of thing. So this person does a lot of too much for people, because they're always trying to earn people's love and affection, essentially. And that could like stem from their childhood or just their youth, where they just never felt good enough, or they were never given enough words of affirmation or physical touch or love, or, you know, that kind of vibe. And like I said, that kind of ties into people being a bully as well. People who become bullies are the people who are insecure within themselves, or they didn't receive the love they were meant to receive, and now they're trying to make people who come from a household that they wish for, they bully those people. So for example, if you don't understand what I'm saying, there could be someone who came from a broken home. Their parents abused them physically, emotionally, verbally, cool. And they go to school and see this like very well-rounded, beautiful, bubbly, innocent child that had everything in their life that this person wished they could have. And that is the person they end up bullying, the person who came from a very happy, well-to-do, it doesn't have to be well-to-do, a very happy, loving home. This bully is now jealous of that person. They're bullying them. And the person who's being bullied wouldn't understand why that person's bullying them. But if you look at it from a very psychological or adult standpoint of view, you'll understand why they're doing it. But the child being bullied or the person being bullied would not, because they don't know the person's background, you know? That kind of thing is coming through. Not saying your person's a bully, but like this person could look at what other people have and kind of feel envious sometimes. And it could end up with them having an attitude. They don't have to physically or verbally abuse someone, but it's like they may bully themselves, seeing, look, that person has everything, but you don't deserve it, kind of vibe, you know, beating themselves up instead of beating other people up. It's giving that kind of, there's a certain kind of schizophrenia where there's the one where you are violent towards other people, and then there's the kind where you're violent towards yourself. This is giving the person who is violent towards themselves. They tell themselves they're not worth it. They tell themselves they're not doing this, and they don't do enough, and which makes them overachieve, essentially. Just putting that out there. Now we have thief. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, because this person knows what it's like to, like, feel so low. They don't want others to ever feel that way, so they try to raise other people up and build other people up. So it's giving me the wounded healer archetype, where people who are wounded know what it's like to feel sad, so they make everyone else feel happy. Those are the comedians in our world. Those are the Robin Williamses and everyone else who's ever given so much joy to the collective, only to be struggling with their own demons. I'm hearing Heath Ledger, those kinds of people, where they made us laugh and they seemed to be the happiest people around, but they were dealing with demons we couldn't even fathom. Everyone is like, oh my gosh, you were rich, you had a family, you had a wife, you had kids, you had no reason to do that. I'm also hearing, what's his name? Oh boy. You come so high and yet so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. The guy from Linkin Park. I've to risk it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Like, his name is right there, but it's not coming through him. Everybody would say, you had no reason to do that. Why did you do that? Da, 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 da. And it's like, in the end, it doesn't even matter. That one split second where your mind is telling you you're worthless, that's all it took for you to believe you weren't worthless and do what they did and take themselves out of the picture. Oh, now my back is hurting, my head is hurting. I'm just like, this energy is a very heavy energy. So this person is battling demons, really. What is his name? William? Is it Will? I'm mad that I don't remember his name. And I do. They brought so much joy and made everyone else feel seen. But in the end, they didn't feel good enough or worthy enough, and they just snuffed their light out. It's like, that's the vibe that's come to the wounded healer. Someone who everyone feels like, oh my gosh, they resonate with so deeply and heavily, because that person knows what it's like to feel that way, and they go out of their way to make everyone else feel happy and good, because they don't want anyone to feel the way they feel. But at the end of the day, they're still feeling that way. So it's like a double-edged sword, I would say. Watching everyone else feel happy all the time and making them happy, and then in the end still feeling unworthy, that's a double-edged sword. Because I'm like, I did what I wanted to do, I made everyone else happy, but I'm still unhappy. But anyway, seeker, the thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. So this person could be constantly seeking help or seeking understanding for the way they're feeling, and it leads to them being on a journey. Like a nomad. They're never in one place for long, or even when they are in the same room with you, they feel far away. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out this man's name. I think it's Will. I'm so mad. Anyway, let me stop, because I'm gonna upset myself. Oh, how rude. Okay, yeah, this person's always seeking something. They're always looking for something. They never feel good enough, that kind of vibe. They never feel like they have enough. Even if they're rich, they're going to keep working and working and working for more money, because nothing is ever good enough. You know, they're never satisfied at Hamilton. With the prince here, we have romantic charm and potential for power. Potential for power and romantic charm. This person is very attractive. I would say they're very conventionally attractive to a lot of people. They're going to bring flowers. They're going to wine and dine you. They're going to charm you. But like I said, it gives they're dealing with demons, okay? But they're being this extravagant kind of person to gain the love of everyone, but at the end of the day, they're still not satisfied. This is the vibe that's coming through. And I wanted to make this reading positive so bad, but it's coming through like as a mix of both. And that temperance is a mix of both, is what I'm getting. Like, they're a little bit of both. They're very evenly matched in dark and light energy. They have times of being light and free, but you have to understand this person also has a lot of darkness to them. Bully highlights your tendency to intimidate others. This person's always like rooting for the underdog, always helping somebody else. This person could bully bullies. It's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. I'm not getting this person just bullies for no reason. This person bullies to give someone a taste of their own medicine. So this person could have been bullied when they were younger, and now they take it upon themselves to help other people who have been bullied as well, because they don't want people to feel that same way, you know, because being bullied leaves you with scars. And you don't want anyone else to experience those scars. So now you're an advocate for bullying, cyberbullying, whatever, you know? And helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So tying into the whole Messiah, the Midas Major, and the helping you see the potential of wealth inside of you that cannot be stolen. I think this person without... Okay, let me relax and pause. I think this person is coming through with dark energy because they transmute that dark energy in others and make it light, okay? Which is why, and in order to do that, there has to be like a little bit of darkness in you as well, is my take, is what I'm getting from this. this person has to have a little bit of darkness in them as well, which is those bad thoughts, the never feeling enough, the always wanting to help others and seeing others who are sad like them and wanting to make them happy, because those thoughts are always bothering them. So no matter how good life gets, there's always something nagging them, bothering them, saying it's never enough. You have to do more. You're not good enough. You have to literally love bomb people to get them to stay, give them flowers and that kind of vibe, make them feel this, like this big, like they're the center of your universe, to make them stay. And that's what I'm getting from this person. Sorry, I was getting a little bit of a headache. Could be because I've been reading for a few hours now, but could also be because your person could suffer from headaches, or you suffer from headaches, or they just have a lot of headaches because they have, it could be the physical headaches or the headaches of like having a lot of people in their life, because I just heard Josh, headaches, you give me headaches. So it's like Josh had to deal with Drake, and I don't blame him for having headaches because Drake was a lot to handle. So this person could have a child, they could have a sibling, they could have a partner or something, or someone who they're always cleaning up their mess. And that person's always giving them headaches. Or they could literally have someone in their life that makes them feel like, you know, SHIT, essentially. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, so I have to spell it out. Yeah. But yeah, there's like a lot of dark in this person, I think, because they deal with people who have darkness with them. So it's like giving a counselor who deals with addicts, like I said, it helps them become better. The light just went out, and one more light is coming through by Linkin Park again. One more light, and in the end. So this person could deal with a lot of people who have dark thoughts, or they themselves have dark thoughts, or both. Still mad I can't figure out that man's name. Chester! Yes, that was his name. Thank you, because it would have bothered me. I'm so sorry. I think his name was Chester. What's his first name? That's good enough for me. Let me leave it alone because it's going to keep bothering me. This person could have things that are always bothering them. They can't get it out of their head. Once those thoughts come, it's going to keep coming until they solve it, so they fix it, so they do this. You know what I mean? It's giving those impulsive... I don't even want to bring this up, bro. You need to stop. I be giving you the policies are always the heavy. Can we ever end on a light note, spirit? Come on. Okay, it's giving someone who, from what I've heard from people who like cut, okay, that it feels like their skin is burning and the pressure is building and it's like a fire until they do that and relieve the pressure. That's what the vibe that's coming through here. So it's like that kind of thing. You don't have to do it personally, but it's like it's bothering you. It's not going to go away. It's going to keep just nagging at your demons until you do something about it. And it could be something drastic and extreme that hurts, that's harmful to you or harmful to others. You know? Lord. This is not what I was expecting from a reading, okay? Yeah. It just keeps bothering them until they get it. It's like Chester and Robin Williams, those kind of people. They brought so much light to people. They had so much positivity to them, but they couldn't escape the darkness, okay? Not saying this person's going to turn out like that person, but they're fighting things. Now, Temperance, they're trying to find balance in their life. They're trying. It's a constant struggle of trying to stay grounded and getting lost in the thoughts of it all. Getting lost in the emotions of it all, you know, of past situations coming back to haunt them. It's also giving me someone who may have been physically abused, maybe sexually or not. Those things, repressed thoughts, come back to haunt them until they heal them, you know? Six of Cups in reverse is never feeling settled, never feeling safe, never feeling at home, or running away from your past. Because the Six of Cups also represents nostalgia and friends and youth, and so this person's running away from their past or trying to come to terms with their past with the Temperance, and then the Six of Cups coming out after. The Magician card, like I said, this person not knowing their true power, not knowing the power they truly wield, and it's like I said, giving those celebrities who brought so much love and light and happiness to their fans just for them to lose the battle in the end. You know, it's just like very sad, very somber, heavy energy. And that person didn't understand. They never won. They didn't win against the demons telling them to do certain things, you know? It's a constant uphill battle. Now, the Page of Swords, I'm hearing someone who has a problem asking for help. So that could be their problem. They were never given the help and they have a hard time asking for it. So it's like, you know, if you, like, this is your next serious relationship. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's going to be serious. And this person may like have a hard time like fighting with you or having arguments or coming to resolutions after having arguments is something that's coming through as well. But they're always seeking knowledge. They're very innocent in that kind of way. It's like this person is still learning how to communicate with others. Still learning how to communicate their wants and needs is also what I'm hearing as well. Now, the Four of Cups is someone who will come off, like I said, standoffish, hard to reach. Even if you're in a relationship with them, you still feel like you're alone in the relationship because this person hasn't fully opened up to you. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is someone who's going to be working on that. They're going to try to get better. Someone who is very much on the precipice at all times. With the two here, twos are decision cards. They're in the tarot. They're making a decision on whether they want to be in a relationship, whether they want to be with you. You know what I mean? It's like every day is a decision if they want to wake up or keep going, essentially, is what it's giving. Because the Two of Wands is figuring out where you want to go next. And that could be in their relationship with you. They're always constantly hemming and hawing, like, I don't deserve this person. I shouldn't be with them. They shouldn't have to deal with all my darkness. And if you're in a serious relationship with them, that means, or you're getting there, that means you want to be with them. They shouldn't be thinking so hard. So this person may need constant reassurance just saying that. Now, I do want to get some cards or things from this little baggie here. I will take those. And you can even imagine there's way more than this in that bag. There's so much stuff. We have cruel intentions. So this person could sometimes have cruel intentions, just saying that they have like a very mean streak, maybe. We have sanitation. They could work in sanitation. We have daring. They're a very daring individual. We have INFP. That could be their Myers-Briggs personality type. We have dyed hair. This person could dye their hair. We have Korean. They could be Korean. That could be their nationality. We have the Hunger Games. They could feel like their life has been the Hunger Games, or that could be their favorite movies, their favorite books, or the movies, like I said, that could be important to them in some kind of way. In the Hunger Games, people were fighting to survive, fighting for food, fighting for literally to survive in the Hunger Games. You know, just not an easy life at all. We have 2 weeks, so you can meet this person in as soon as 2 weeks. And wow, there was like a big shadow that came by the window. I'm pretty sure it was a bird, but dang. This person could be like very ominous, very dark aesthetic, very dark moods, very moody is vibe coming through. Very sad boy, sad girl, emo, that kind of vibe is them, is this person, whether they're masculine or feminine. Okay, we have logical. This person is logical. They are loyal. We have a social pariah. What was I freaking saying? Yeah, the Six of Cups in reverse. They never feel accepted or at home anywhere. They always feel like they never fit in. Oh, bendito, they're so small. No, I don't like this. We have easygoing. We have wise. They are. She's a wise, wise woman, 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 woman. She keeps her heart open, heart open. Wise Woman by Jason Mraz is coming through. A very spiritual person. Like I said, if they're not the ones who are dark, they're always dealing with dark themes in their life, you know? And I feel like you find dark themes from dealing with darkness. You feel comfortable in the darkness. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be, you know what I mean? Which is why you're wearing all black. If this person wears all black, they don't want to be seen. And it doesn't mean they're like, because they're wearing black, they're evil and that kind of thing. The things that are associated with black, it's just that they don't want to be seen. Black is the most thing that it hides most of your body, your shape and everything. And it represents your mood most of the time, black and dark. Jeez, this almost fell. You thought you were going to fall, huh? We have divine timing. Could be a thing at play in this connection as well. We have neat. This person is neat. I don't think everybody here is dealing with all these things, but I feel like a lot of people are in this group. They're struggling with, you know, the light and dark aspects within themselves. They're always bullying themselves, trying to find worth in themselves. Others of them are the people fighting for these kinds of people, okay? They're the one who's fighting for these kind of people. They're the spiritualists. They're the ones who are exorcists, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe. They're fighting for the light every single day. To, you know, they're a light worker. Exactly, perfect. They're a light worker fighting for the light in the collective by healing these people who are dealing with darkness. We have winner. This person's a winner. I don't even know what I meant by that, but that comes through. We have Napoleon Dynamite, and I'm also hearing Napoleon Bonaparte, I think was his name, that leader who was so insecure about his height that he had to conquer so many things. And, you know, didn't have the best reputation because of his insecurities, okay? We have green eyes. This person could have green eyes. We have Lord of the Rings. That franchise could be important to them. We have fun-loving. They love to have fun. Like, their darkness doesn't overtake them all the time. There is still light to them. We have toned. This person could be toned. We have resourceful. This person could be resourceful. We have well-rounded. That's that Temperance energy coming through. This person is quite well-rounded. We have racially ambiguous. Wow. This person could be racially ambiguous. Okay, so racially ambiguous, like I was saying, someone you can't really tell what they are. So for some people, I was getting the example of, since we had Korean here, it's like how those people who are mixed with sometimes white and Asian, you can't tell if they're Asian, you know? Or people who are black and white, you can't tell if they're black or if they're white or if they're Hispanic or if they're this. So just something racially ambiguous about this person. Now we have Fight Club. Fight Club could be important, fighting. We have 9 months, could be important as well. So we have 9 months, we have divine timing, and then we have 2 weeks, I believe. Here we have conservative. This person can be conservative. And then we have reserved. They're conservative and they're reserved. And we have an acupuncturist. Mulan, I was gonna freaking say that. Mulan can be important because in Mulan, when they're when the ancestors are in the temple fighting, and one of them is like, oh, well, your grandson was an acupuncturist. And, you know, and then Mulan came out. So I love that. We have vivacious. Then we have The Social Network. I forgot about that movie. Wow. I've put movies in here that I've never seen. Because doesn't mean, just because I haven't seen them doesn't mean other people haven't. And it's not important to them. So I was just putting math stuff in here. We have a lyricist. This person could be a lyricist. We have Ariel. Someone could have the seeker that always go on a quest. Could be important. Now we have Lost in Translation. I don't know if that's a movie or something, but Lost in Translation. A lot of stuff can get lost in translation. We have Legally Blonde. I love that movie. Legally Blonde is important as well. We're getting a loner. Yeah, absolutely. So I do feel like for some of you, it's like a split bag. Some people are loners. Some of them are very, you know, conventionally attractive, very successful, very much, you know, always helping people, trying to make humanity better. Then some of us are more loners. Some of us are both. Some of us are one or the other. It just depends on the person, honestly. Because we're getting a lot of fun loving, and just because someone is more emotional doesn't mean they're not fun loving. They don't like fun, but it just means they have demons that they deal with. I don't want to make that too much or too big a part of the reading. We have brown skin. We have tasteful. Okay, so with conservative and tasteful, for some of them, they dress very conservatively and tastefully, which is like the whole wearing all black thing, which wouldn't be considered tasteful, but it is conservative. You don't want anyone to see what you have going on under the clothes. Okay. And then we have If Beale Street Could Talk. Okay. Now, for these songs, I'm going to go to them really quickly. These are a lot. Maybe not. I'm going to put these back. But immediately, when songs come out, what I like to do before I start naming all of them, I like to make a playlist of them, as well as the name of the reading from a reader that I was watching, the name of the reading that I was watching, maybe the date that I made it, and then all the songs from that reading in one playlist. And then whenever I want to get into the feeling or vibes of that reading, I listen to those readings, you know, even for my own readings. And sometimes they resonate for me, and I watch them, and all the songs that come through, I make a playlist for them. Then when I want to get in the when you want to get in the mood of your next relationship, you just listen to the playlist, you know. So before I get into the songs, okay, so now we have Through the Years, Rascal Flatts. We have Blame by Ryland James, such a good song. That's How You Know by Amy Adams from the movie Enchanted, I believe it is. Then we have The Good Ones, You're One of the Good Ones by Gabby Barrett. So even though this person has some things going on with them, they are one of the good ones. We have 3 a.m. by Carol Bay, such a good song. We have Just the Style by Alkaline and Cranium. Okay, so some Caribbean coming through. We have The Love You Left Behind by Michael Schultz. We have Closer by Sly Withers. We have And It Breaks My Heart by Leon. We have Remember the Mornings by Clinton Kane. We have Lie 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 by Joshua Bassett. And for any of you guys who know Clinton Kane, he was recently in some drama, so I feel a type of way about his music now, but I still have them in. So we have Your Power by Billie Eilish. Try not to abuse your power. Free Time by Rule. We have Love Story, Taylor Swift. We have Dear August by PJ Harding and Noah Cyrus, so August could be important. We have Say Love by James T.W. Such a good song too. We have I Got to Live by Sam Fisher. This came through in group 2 as well. Like there's something, well, I'm not really getting a big vibe from this person, but the song is like, I hope I don't go before it's my time, before I decide or I can see what I'll do with my life. My mom will be sad and keep asking why. My wife will be mad because that's just what she's like. And I hope someone remembers me well, that my messed up story is a good one to tell. Don't get to decide, but if I did, I wouldn't die before I got to live, okay? Those are the lyrics of that song. That could be important. This person could think about death a lot and their legacy, what they're going to leave behind. Now, that's the kind of woman by Julia Michaels. I love when Julia Michaels comes through because she is a very much a very heavy, intense feeling Scorpio who deals with anxiety and depression and that kind of stuff. She talks about it very openly in her music, so it makes people feel seen, okay? So this person's a light worker who's always dealing with a lot of dark energies, or they attract a lot of dark energy and dark people, and that's something they have taken on too, and that's why they're coming through dark. Or this is just someone who has been through a lot in their life and they have to deal with a lot of dark energies, and the dark energies are sometimes winning when it comes to this person. They sometimes win. Okay, keep the bag right there. So just a few things about this person, and now we're going to get into what the relationship will be like, and then the channel songs, and I will leave you guys to the rest of your beautiful day or evening whenever you're watching. I don't want these readings to be too long, but I like to get a lot of information because I'm the kind of nosy person that wants to know everything, or as much as I possibly can, because you're never going to know everything. If Bill Street Could Talk. That's a movie about black love and the guy ending up in jail and her getting pregnant and having to raise the baby with her parents, and when he comes out of jail, everything like is different. I've never seen the full movie, but I feel like that's the gist of it. So like I said, you can add these songs to a playlist, listen to them whenever you want, and the ones that come through in the end of the reading as well. So we're going to clear all this out and then get more into this person's very much a charmer, okay? They're very good at getting what they want and making people feel seen. I feel I need to go through these again. I don't know. They're definitely someone who doesn't put up with bullying, or they don't like you bullying yourself, okay? Because they know that feels like, and they're gonna tell you, hey, stop it. So they're gonna give you constant reassurance because they know that's what they would want, that kind of vibe. Like I said, very an entrepreneur. They're a very creative kind of person. They probably have their own business. They lead with humility. This person never feels that they're good enough. So no matter how much they've accomplished, you're always going to be very humble about it, okay? They're always looking, searching for wisdom, always seeking, you know, better ways to do things. You know, I'm hearing holistic living as well. And then this person is always shedding light on the good in everyone. It's kind of like I said, you treat people how you want to be treated. This person's treating you or people in general how they want to be treated. So just pay attention to that when you're in a relationship with them. How they treat you is how they want to be treated. So now let's get into what the relationship would be like, please. What would the relationship be like for my group 3s, please, Spirit, with this person? We got into who this person is. Now, what is the relationship going to be like? I feel like I've been talking for forever. We have 7 of Pentacles and we have 8 of Pentacles. So just because of that, we're going to do this. I'm going to do that. What will the relationship be like, please, for my group 3s with their person? The World. Put you on a pedestal. The World is also the end of something. So I feel like this person is never going to want their time with you to end. They're going to want to spend time with you all the time. This is also someone a very hard worker. So the work is going to be important for them. The planting seeds and the sowing of the seeds. So once things, you know, what does it called? Get off the ground. They're going to be very busy. They're going to be very busy planning the business. That they said entrepreneurial CEO tendencies. If they have their own business, it takes up a lot of their time, you know. But they are also going to give you the attention and time that you need when they're with you. So it's like when they're busy, they're busy. When they're with you, they're fully with you and in the present with you. Okay. But they do work a lot. This person could be a drawer, or they're I'm hearing what is it, designer? Not interior. I want to maybe interior designer, but I wanted to say like a they draw most of their stuff on their computer, on their tablet, okay? This person could also be big into plants and nature. They have a lot of plants in their house. They take care of those plants. And I feel like the way people treat their plants and their pets will tell you how they're going to treat people, you know, in their life. So pay attention to that as well. We have the Lovers. Thank you. Fix yourself. I'm going to put you up right either way. It's giving soulmate bonds. It's giving karmic bonds. It's giving twin flame bonds. Okay, so this is my twin flame pile, which is why we have so much darkness coming through. Because in the twin flame journey, that usually is what happens. You guys go through so much to help each other grow. And 10 of Cups, boom. You go through a lot to help each other grow. The World, by meeting you, this is going to be the end of a cycle for this person. Maybe, like I said, this person's life is going to go in a more positive way. Both of your lives is what I'm hearing. You may meet this person at work, because we have a lot of work kind of cards coming through. You meet this person at work. But we have 10 of Cups and Lovers card here. So it's giving twin flame, King of Pentacles. Okay, period. You got a King of Pentacles coming through, which we already got with Midas and Miser, but I want a clarifier. Can I get a clarifier for the 7 of Pentacles here? What will their next serious relationship be like? There's a lot about deciding if you want to deal with a lot of the energy this person brings. So, for example, if this person's very spiritual, being with someone who's very spiritual is not the easiest thing to do, because it means you're going to have to level up as well. And that could be what this is. This person deals with a lot of light and dark in their everyday life, and they attract a lot of people who are light and dark. And you have to kind of figure out if that's something you want to deal with. And that's why we have the Hangman here and the Two of Swords. They both mean the same thing. The Hangman in reverse means someone who kind of gets caught up a lot in their head. We're going to put these like maybe like this. So both are attributed to the 7 of Pentacles. Can I get a clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles? What will their relationship be like? The Two of Swords upright is deciding something. The Two of Swords in reverse is giving, they know what they want. So if someone has chosen you, this person has chosen you, they know they've chosen you. They're never going to be feeling conflicted. You know, this person's very clear of mind when they choose what they want, you know? I'm hearing they could be indecisive. When they've made a decision, they made a decision. So when this person is set on you, they're set on you. When they want to be in a relationship with you, they want to be in a relationship with you. And I'm hearing that song, Stuck on You. I got this feeling down deep in my heart that I just can't lose. It's soul. I got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed. You stayed with them. You chose them. It's like, I needed a friend. And now that can be with you, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed. So I feel like you guys are both going to be very glad when you stay and stick this relationship out. Yeah, it's going to be difficult at times, but I feel like the reward is so much more than the problems, you know, that may come up. The people you may meet because of this person, the spiritual after effects that may come from being with this person, I feel like it's all going to be worth it in the end. Yeah, you guys aren't going to give each other up. You guys are going to have to have a very tight hold, a grip, a grasp on each other. Because the Four of Pentacles is not letting anything go. It's being very possessive. It's being saving and settling down and saving and saving. Yes, preparing, I want to say, for the future, which is what saving is. You're preparing for what may come. That's what this person's doing. They have a very good savings, or you guys are definitely saving each other, okay? Or very much invested in this connection because you're seeing the long run. You're seeing the end, the world. You're very fixed on this person, fixated on them, stuck on them. Like I said, that song came through for a reason. Can I get a clarify for the lovers? Wow. What the fuck? Yeah. The Wheel of freaking Fortune. You see how fast that came out? The Wheel of Fortune is fate. It's destiny. It's things that are destined to happen. You can't stop them. Fated events, that kind of vibe. Under the lovers, you're destined to meet this person and have a happy ever after with them. Okay, so this person is going to be the person you may end up marrying or so on and so forth. Okay, having kids with, settling down with, for those of you who are not into marriage, but it's giving life partner. And then we have strength because your connection is so strong. It can't be denied. Wow, gorgeous. This card kind of wanted to come out the Empress. We'll take that too because what the heck? What the heck? We'll take that too. Okay. So your connection is going to be very fulfilling is what I'm hearing, emotionally, very fulfilling physically as well. But the Empress energy coming through there, I'm just getting that vibe. I don't know why. I don't know why these cards just can't act right. And now this is not fitting properly. And this is not fitting properly. And I hope that's coming up straight because I'm like, I swear after I'm watching a reading, it seems so apparent the way the cards are supposed to be placed. And I'm like, well, not when I'm sitting here. I don't know why. Because maybe they're supposed to be like that. Okay, anyway. If it's not straight, I apologize. That's not straight. That does not look straight. Don't mind me. This person can be very particular about things and anal in that kind of way as well. They want things to look a certain way. They like perfection and stuff like that. Okay, but with Seven of Pentacles, clarify by the Hangman in reverse. I don't think there's ever going to be a point where this person doesn't know that they want to choose you, because the Hangman is having to go through a spiritual awakening or a spiritual shift or a change of your point of view. You know what I mean? That's what the Hangman is. With both of these coming out in reverse for decision making and having to go through enlightenment, it's that this person is always enlightening both of you along the way. So there's never ever there doesn't ever need to be a period of pause where you guys have to find yourselves and come back together, because you're constantly changing and evolving and growing together, essentially, if that makes sense. Now, Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Swords. This person is going to be very upfront about their work being very important to them. So you having to respect those boundaries that come with work. Maybe they're not allowed to text at work, or they're not allowed to have their phone at work, and you have to be very understanding of that. But they're going to be very upfront about that and beforehand. They're not going to be saying, oh, well, I was busy with work 10 hours after not talking to you all day. They're going to tell you beforehand, I have to put my phone away in my locker, honey. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to text you after work. Love you. Talk to you later. Boom. And you know they're going to come back when they're done with work. As opposed to the people who just disappear all day, and when they show back up, oh, sorry, I got busy. Forget you. And forget you too. I mean, because I don't like that. Let me know you're going to be busy so I know what not to expect a text from you. I don't want to be sitting here excited. Oh my gosh, is she gonna text me today? Is she gonna text me today? And they just never do. No, unacceptable. This person's gonna be very straight, okay, straightforward, very blunt, very frank about all those things, about their responsibilities. Okay, good for them. I love this. They're also very straightforward about many things in life, but mostly work. They're very ambitious. They're a teacher as well, because the King of Swords is a planner. He's a teacher and he's an executor. He's doing all of these things. They're telling you this is what I'm going to do next in work, and they're very much sharing their passions with you, which I love. And the connection to bring work home, yes, but in the way of wanting your opinion on what to do next, because they value your opinion. Not so much like, oh my gosh, work was horrible, da, da, da. It could be that as well, because what couple doesn't complain about work, you know? Or that they want your input on certain things, you know? Very smart, very intelligent. The world of the Four of Pentacles, I've already explained it. They're like, you guys are gonna have a hold on each other. You guys are never gonna want the other person to let you go. I'm getting the scene from Titanic where he's like, she's like, never let go, while dude is freezing the wall about to die, and he never let go. And when he dies, she has to pry his hands off her. It's crazy, okay? But that's the kind of intensity that's coming through here. Even if you guys are dying together, you're gonna be like, don't let me go, you know? We want to go out together. I'm hearing, if we go down, then we go down together. They'll say that I was done. They say that I was you were living in Paris to get away from your parents. That I think is called In Paris by Chainsmokers. That song is coming through. But it's like, if we go down, then we go down together. It's not one or the other. If something happens, we're dealing with it together. If something goes wrong, we're dealing with it together. That kind of vibe, okay? Very much strong, stable grounds. And the city in the background, some of you could live in a very big city, New York City. I'm hearing Chicago. I'm hearing Seattle, okay? I'm hearing Houston, Miami, the big cities, maybe even California, Los Angeles, maybe. But like with a lot of tall buildings. I don't think LA has a lot of tall buildings. Maybe they do, I don't know, but I've never been, so I wouldn't know. But like I said, the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is your fated, destined partner, the person you were supposed to end up with at the end of the day, okay? That's what these cards are giving. And it's like you found your each other for a reason, and your connections being blessed by the gods, the heavens, you know? But this Wheel of Fortune, there is someone who's on top and someone who's peaking. Excuse me. Okay, excuse me. Someone's on the top and someone watching them from the bottom. So it's giving a little bit of like maybe insubordinate, someone who's younger, someone who is under this person, maybe someone who is less accomplished, or someone who's on the bottom of the wheel in their life right now while this other person is on the top, okay? So because your person came through as Midas Miser, is giving they're more accomplished, or they're miles ahead or light years ahead in their career and their life and their job, especially if they're older than you are right now. So you're kind of like going to be playing catch up a little bit, and you're going to be feeling like you aren't worthy of them, but I do feel like you are more than worthy, okay? Like I said, this person wouldn't want to be with you if they didn't want to be with you. Now, here we have Taurus and Libra, so this person is very attractive, or you guys are going to be an attractive couple together, okay? I do see a vibe here of having kids with this person, and you guys going through a lot, but you guys being each other's anchor, being very strong for the other person, which is why you guys are equals. Which, even if they're more financially well off, you may be more spiritually well off and advanced. And there's things you can both teach each other. And that's why you're both equally, you know, yoked or equally matched, evenly matched, essentially, you know? This person could like be a little bit of a Lothario, a Don Juan kind of person if they're masculine or feminine. They were used to playing the field, yes, in their past, in their youth, I feel like. Because here we have the woman, Empress look energy, who is taming the lion, who has tamed the lion. And people are like, how did you do the impossible and tame that man? And you're just like, I don't know, but this was my person, so I was meant to tame them, child. That's essentially what it is. And we have a lot of major arcana here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana out of maybe 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 out of 11 cards. 12 cards. What am I saying? 11 could be important. So I keep saying it. There could be an 11-year age gap I'm hearing, or someone has a spirit number. I want to say life path 11. The Empress is definitely someone. It's going to be an abundant connection, always flourishing, always growing, always getting bigger, feeling a sense of peace and being at home with someone. The Empress is Venusian energy, so like very lovey-dovey kind of energy as well. And then we have the Lovers, so it's like, yeah, period. Like very lovey-dovey, very affectionate connection. A lot of naked times, is giving a city in the background as well. And yeah, both like, you know, some trice in the city, okay? These could be vacations in the city. This could be you guys being into exhibitionism. I don't know. That just came through a little bit. And I do feel like even if you live near a city, when you settle down and have kids, you're going to move away into the more country. So it's kind of like giving, you still live in New York, but it's upstate New York, where you have more space to have big houses and land, but you're still next to the city. You can come visit as much as you can. You're in Jersey, which is more land, more house, but you're still close enough to visit the city. It's giving Maine, where you're living in a rural area, but you're close to the city. Those kinds of vibes, you know? Or like Long Island, Staten Island, those kinds of things, where they move away to have like big houses because the city doesn't really allow you, you know, doesn't have much space, you know, very crowded. And you want to live somewhere that's close to the city, but not too close, where you can have your own land. Look at all this land they have by the water, and they have a little house there, and they're playing with their kids kind of thing. Yeah. I'm hearing blended family as well. So I feel like if this is someone if some of you already have kids and you're worried about your kids coming together, especially if they're younger kids and will have to live together with you guys, they're going to get along quite well. Like blended family kind of vibes here. You guys are going to mesh together really well. People wouldn't be able to tell whether you're not a real family or not. That's how much love is in this connection, in this relationship. So before I keep yapping about things that I've gone over again and again, and with this butterfly energy here, it's going to like a lot of transformations together. So you guys will go through a lot together. A lot of growth and transforming. Now, with the Empress, we have Taurus and Libra. With Strength, we have Leo. With the Wheel of Fortune, we have Scorpio, we have Leo, we have Taurus coming through twice, Leo coming through twice, and we have Aquarius. With the Lovers, we have Gemini. And with the World, we have those same signs coming through again. So extra emphasis on Taurus and Leo and Scorpio and Aquarius, okay? King of Swords, since it's an archetype, I'll read for that. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Aquarius coming through 3 times, and okay, Gemini coming through twice. So we have a lot of repeats, okay? Very attractive person is what I'm getting with the Empress. Very attractive. Both of you are, because I love how the Empress is ruled by the masculine, which is the Taurus, and then the feminine, which is the Libra, and they're both gorgeous together. You know, they work together very well. They're both ruled by Venus. So you guys are going to mesh together really well, you know, get along really well. That could be that 7 of Pentacles as well. You work together, like I said. You meet this person at work. Group 3, please. Their next serious relationship. What will it be like? What does this person have to say? You know, those kinds of things. There's movies in this deck as well, so you guys make it a movie. We'll just see what comes through. My group 3s, please spare my group 3s. Their next serious relationship. Thank you. Their next serious relationship. I do think there's an age gap here, because the song that almost went to fall out was the yellow one. It said A Little Bother. And when I saw it and kept shuffling, I remembered how when I was first writing these decks, it was a while ago, but I still remember that song. I kept putting Little Brother. And Little Brother is Mulan's, the name of her dog in Mulan. And Mulan came through for the whole characteristics thing. So yeah, that could be important as well. Mulan coming through again. But there could be something here about maybe you grew up with this person, or there's something here about an age gap where they, you know, there's something here about one of you, oh, that's my little brother or whatever, or something like that. Or you guys know each other through a little brother. You'll meet this person through a family member. Group 3, come on, y'all not gonna be sitting here playing. Give me a song to sing. Okay. I want to get the one that fell on the floor. Do you feel the you should have tried a little harder? I was just a little bother. This person, I don't know, there could be something about that. And that's funny, because I was talking about work and, you know, feeling like you're bothering someone, or they're not texting you enough, that kind of thing. But the first song that came on was Imagine by Ariana Grande. We have I Knew You Were Perfect, After the First Kiss, Took a Deep Breath, like, whew, Feels like forever. Baby, I never thought that it would be you. Interesting. Tell me your secrets, all the creep-ish. That's how you know it's true. Baby, direct it, naming the credits like the movies do. So this is like giving me maybe making films. That could be something that you guys do together. This person could be a director, that kind of vibe. Or they make movies, they make songs, they make music. I think lyricists came through for you guys as well. Or maybe it was group 2, I don't know at this point. But it's coming through. So lyric, song, something like that. We have Evergreen by August Kemp and Joshua Bassett. It says, I can't tell you just how far I'll go. For a while, I didn't know if you would be there waiting for me when I got back home. I'm scared of what we're gonna be. You're my evergreen. If I meant to you what you do to me, I'm not tasting anything lately. I think it's because you've been gone a while. So it's freaking giving me, if I be there when you come back home, if you guys come from a blended family where you guys are not related, but you guys were forced to grow up in a household together and have feelings for each other, I feel like that could be something coming through as well. Stepbrother, that kind of thing. Wow, that's juicy. And the stepbrother was older and you were just like a little brother or a little sister to them until you weren't, or if you never were, but that's how you had to play it off. Wow, that's something for some of you, maybe a small bit of you, because it's coming through, like, you know. Anyway, but I can't tell you just how far I'll go. For a while, I didn't know if you would be there waiting for me when I got back home. You don't know what you mean to me. You're my evergreen. Like, what do you mean? Stop it. Someone hiding feelings and all that. The juiciness. Here we have Love in the Dark by Leroy Sanchez. We have Please Stay Where You Are. Don't come any closer. Don't try to change my mind. I'm being cruel to be kind. I can't love you in the dark. It feels like we're oceans apart. There's so much space between us. Maybe we're already defeated. Everything changed me. You have given me something that I can't live without. You mustn't underestimate that when you're in doubt. But I don't want to carry on like everything is fine. Oh my gosh, the tea. There's something here. And then we have oceans away. Wow, there's distance. And it's funny how it's like maybe some of you live in the city and then others of you live in the country, or you may have to move away with this person to live next to a city, but or this person is close enough to you to be where your city is, but they live in a country where there's more land. Something about that. Whew, the juice. Now we have Oceans Away by Arizona. We have Few Thousand Miles in an Ocean Away, but I see the sunrise just like the other day. I picture your eyes as I fall asleep. I tell myself it's all right as the tears roll by. Ooh, 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 I wish that I could see your face. Ooh, but I'm helpless when I'm oceans away. 2,000 miles in an ocean away. But I see the sunrise, eyes just like the other day. Picture your eyes as I fall asleep. Tell myself it's all right as the tears roll by. The song is so good. I love it. We have Hey Stupid, I Love You. You're jealous, you shouldn't be, but I want you obsessively, but I know how complicated it can get. When you're not in front of me, I know insecurities get in your head, but I'm not going to interrupt if you need to talk about it. Roll my eyes, you get offended by the way you doubt it. You know your mind, you just forget sometimes, so promise me you won't. And you know I'll remind you when you think you don't. Hey, stupid, I love you. What is going on here? Maybe some of you, this may end up being a long distance relationship when you first start being together, or you meet, they move away, and then you get back together, or okay, you meet apart and you guys are living apart and it's a long distance relationship, and then you guys end up moving together somewhere in between, in the country but also by a big city. That could be like a requirement for some of you. I have to be by a big city. I can't be too much in the boonies, you know what I mean? And I don't blame you, because the city's ghetto but so's the boonies. Who out there to help you when something go wrong? Okay, please. Okay, so Just One Look by Julia Michaels. Just one look and I fell so hard. You know what this is giving me? Let me stop. Someone fell in love while maybe on a vacation or in a big city while visiting. You guys fell in love and decided that, you know, long distance is better than nothing. And now you guys are long distance, which is why it's such a big deal when they're not texting you throughout the day, because that's the only communication you have, because they're not in front of your face. But they're like, and then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is like, you're jealous, you shouldn't be. I want you obsessively, but I know how complicated it can get. When you're not in front of me, I know insecurities get in your head. Four of Pentacles. Possessive. What did I say? Okay. Just one look and I fell so hard. Oh, oh, in love with you. Oh, oh. And then I say I love when Julia Michaels comes through, because she's the perfect person who embodies all of those things. And her song came out again. So it says, I found out how good it feels is to have your love. So say you will be mine forever and always. Just one look and I just knew that you were my only. And that's lovers and Wheel of Fortune. Just one look, you knew this person was your one and only, even if they were only visiting your city for a few days or a few months or whatever. You fell in love and they moved away and just deal with it, you know, that kind of vibe. So it's like, you know, you were together for a short time, but the impact lasted, the impression they left lasted, to so much so that you're willing to be in a long distance connection with them. Now, the next song we have is Memory I Don't Mess With by Libra. Oh, this song gets me every time. We have I'm Close As I Can Get to a Memory I Don't Mess With, the girl I was the best with. Girl, you just don't get it. I fall right back with one slip. Always leave me helpless. Don't hate me, I can't help it. I gotta leave us where we left it. You're a memory I don't mess with. So for others of you, this could be someone from your past, okay, coming through again. And maybe long distance, maybe you guys decide to break up, and now this person's going to be coming back around with a more serious offer, you know, promising to be more considerate of your time and text you more, that kind of thing, even if they're busy, because I don't care how busy you are, you're going to text me, okay? Anywho. I'm sure that's just me, but I'm sure that's you too, because it came through. It's like, your memory I don't mess with. This person, your memory is untouchable. It doesn't matter how many people they're with, they can't get you out of their mind. Or your memory is that one golden sacred memory of theirs they don't mess with. They can't, you know, think about you too much. They can't think of what if, but it could be coming back around. Who knows? Now, if this is an ex you don't want to talk to, this is not them coming through. This is your next serious relationship. So it's someone you will be willing to let back in. Someone from your past. Maybe a childhood friend. Someone where things maybe started but didn't finish. It's not someone you ended up in flames and they're going to want to come back. I'm not getting that vibe at all. It's giving someone you want to be with, okay? Now, the last and final song is I'm Trying My Best by Anson Seaver, which is that sad boy, sad girl energy coming through. And it says, because I don't know the perfect road to go down, but I know I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be okay. I'm trying my best, but every day is so hard. I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath till I can say all the words I want to say from my heart. Yeah, that's that sadness coming through. And I think I purposely wrote this song on green paper because it's giving very heart shock or very vulnerable energy with just one look and trying my best. It's like they do go through bouts of sadness. Maybe that's something that could be a problem as well, because they disappear, because they go through depression and they come back and you're like, where the hell were you? And like, I'm sorry, I was sad. Like, it's not an excuse. I'm sorry, like, get some help or something like that, you know? Like, I sympathize, I empathize, but I can't put my emotion on the line for someone who's not thinking of me when they, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, this person does not know the perfect road to go down, the road to go down. So if it's someone you've known before, things may have ended because they don't know what to do. They're stuck, they're lost, they're trying to figure their life out and trying to stay afloat. And you're taking it as them being like purposely malicious. They're not. And that's something we're taking into consideration as well. But they're trying their best. At least they're trying to probably get better for you. And they're going to come back in with a better offer, the ability to be with you more with this whole love in the dark. Like, please stay where you are. Don't come any closer. So, you know, no contact distance. Don't try to change my mind. I'm too cruel to be kind. Oh, I'm being cruel to be kind. So they could have been being cruel because they knew they weren't good enough for you. And like, I can't love you in the dark. And this is giving me a reading that I did about someone taking a break from a connection, knowing they need help and they need that guidance. And they're saying, I'm being cruel to you to be kind. I can't love you in the dark. I'm in the dark right now. I can't be that person you need me to be. I'm trying my best to get up every day and just do something. You will need more than I can give you right now. So I'm being cruel, pushing away to be kind. I can't love you in the dark. Because when I do, or try to, it feels like we're oceans apart. Oceans away, oceans apart. You know, there's so much space between us when I'm in this dark energy, whether it's physical distance or emotional distance. Maybe we're already defeated. Everything changed me, you know, like whatever they went through changed them on a fundamental level. So that could be coming through as well, a little bit of that, you know. But I'm going to end it off right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the Divine Family. Love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me on my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful one. If you never watched this reading, as always, I will see you guys in the next one.